Are you going to be doing that Pumpkinhead guy in the news?
Yes, I couldn't believe that. Mr. Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. A new murderer on the scene.
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead. 6'9", 15 size foot.
15 and a half, thank you.
Pumpkinhead. I wonder if Aquaman could battle Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, he would be a great foil for the Justice League of America.
This is a really outrageous guy. The whole neighborhood was scared of him.
Yeah, he got dubbed Pumpkinhead in high school.
Yeah,
because everybody was afraid of him.
But you know what's funny about it? It's not really funny. It's tragic. I mean, I hope they let the guy burn because he killed someone. But Pumpkinhead, I figured they gave him the name Pumpkinhead because he went up to the woman's house that he killed. There were 2 pumpkins on the front of the house, you know, for Halloween.
Yeah.
He smashed the woman pumpkin, and then went in and killed the woman.
Yeah.
So I figured they call him Pumpkinhead because he smashed pumpkin heads against the house before he killed someone.
But no.
It seems that Pumpkinhead versus Adam. I'd like to see that.
Oh, no. That's just the kind of scrape Adam would get into.
Or Green Arrow. Green Arrow could handle Pumpkinhead. But this guy Pumpkinhead is so stupid that when he's walking away from the murder, he leaves his shoe prints.
Footprint. And who else has a 15 and a half foot?
There's plenty of guys. Could have been Julius Irving killed her.
Oh, good.
Anybody ask him? Hey, man, I was nowhere near that Pumpkinhead. Hey, I know damn Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, that was the strange thing. It was like fate.
Hey, wouldn't you be killing people, too, if your whole high school called you Pumpkinhead?
Yeah. You had to know you were going to have a bad time in life, I guess.
Hey, Pumpkinhead, come here.
Oh. I guess they didn't call him that to his face, though, because everybody was afraid of him.
Oh, yeah, because people said if they saw him over his shoulder, they would run.
Yeah. They just sort of steered clear of this guy. And his entire family is police officers.
I know. It's real weird.
And he's been in jail for robbery.
Pumpkinhead. And what did the Post... The Post had a real funny headline.
What did it say? Let me see. Turn it over.
Hack-O-Lantern.
Hack-O-Lantern, yeah, that's what it was.
Hack-O-Lantern murderer.
Yeah. Leave it to the Post.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad enough the guy's been called Pumpkinhead his whole life. Now they're going to call him Hack-O-Lantern.
But isn't it interesting that he smashed the pumpkin head?
Yeah.
It was almost as if, because they haven't found a motive for the murder yet.
Talk about a clue.
But it's almost as if he must have thought they were making fun of him by putting these 2 pumpkin heads out on their lawn.
Yeah, maybe they thought it was maybe he thought it was like a subliminal. First of all, I never put anything out in front of my house. Because my wife was saying, let's put the pumpkins out in front of the house. I said, get out of here, put the pumpkins in front of the house.
I always wondered about that, because people still do that stuff.
Yeah, because somebody like Pumpkinhead could walk by and get all freaked out.
Yeah, he'll think you're making fun of him.
Oh.
Because he had worked on the driveway of this couple's house 2 weeks before. So they had just met him. They moved into this area.
Oh, he did work on their driveway.
Yeah, he worked on their driveway 2 weeks before this whole incident occurred. And he's walking by one day, sees a couple of pumpkin heads out.
Oh, man.
What do you think? I mean,
what's going on?
It could be that he thought they were making fun of him.
Happy Halloween, Pumpkinhead.
Ooh.
That's what it meant.
And he just...
To him, I mean.
He got very upset, I guess.
Oh, man. Because he probably thought, wow, these are 2 new people. They won't be calling me Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, maybe I have a chance to make some friends.
Yeah. And all of a sudden they start putting pumpkin heads out.
Yeah.
And that in his sick mind, he's thinking, whoa, hey, wait a second here.
Yep, they're joining everybody else.
They're against me, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out a motive for this thing. Because the guy didn't do any sexual thing. He just was, like, stabbing away.
Stabbed her 40 times.
Oh, he should rot in hell.
Well, we don't know that for sure. I mean, he still has to go to trial.
All right, let him go to trial and then rot in hell.
Well, I'm just saying that we have to say he's a suspect in this case.
In other words, he's alleged. Well, I believe he should get a fair trial and then he should rot in hell. Well, if he did it.
Of course.
But who else? How many other people have size 15 feet?
Yeah, I think it's pretty incriminating, that footprint. But they didn't really, nobody could actually say.
All over one pumpkin, Robin.
I know.
Imagine if he drove past a Kroger's, man. He would have really lost it.
Forget it. He'd have wiped out the whole supermarket, I guess.
Get over here. Yeah, it's pretty weird, man. But I'm reading this guy, Pumpkinhead. He's the new murderer. He takes the place of Crazy Pat Sherrill, Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, almost like he was leaving a clue. Because Pumpkinhead mashed. It's sort of like, remember the Joker on Batman?
Yeah, he would always leave a little calling card.
Yeah, Joker would always admit it was him. He didn't want, you know, or Mad Hatter would leave a hat.
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead leaves a smashed pumpkin. Whew. Pretty wild stuff.
Yeah, I would say I wouldn't be putting that. I'd take all that stuff in if you have it out.
Yeah.
Right now.
Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Pumpkinhead.
Incredible.
Guy's 6'9", this Pumpkinhead. How many watches is he wearing?
I don't know what. He has one little gold
2 or 3
chain around his wrist. That's all I see. That's his right wrist I see. I don't see his...
That's a slave bracelet. That's handcuffs.
That's handcuffs?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he looks good in those. He should keep them.
It's a natural.
I like that look. Anyway, he's 6'9" and has wears a 15.5 shoe.
He's like a lurch kind of guy. Ooh.
Yeah, sort of.
Hey, do your lurch, Freddie. Hey, Mr. Adams.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's
well,
really
they
good.
arraigned him last night.
Mr. Adams. Mr. Adams. Pumpkinhead. You rang.
Having the name Terrence probably didn't help him very much at all.
Probably Terry Pumpkinhead. What's his last name?
Murnane.
Terry Pumpkinhead Murnane.
Yeah, but when kids learn your name is Terrence.
Murnane is Pumpkinhead, my man.
Anyway.
Pumpkinhead.
And then he was probably big and goofy.
Yeah.
To boot.
Like, I'm 6'5", and I'm tall, but I guess I'm sort of proportioned, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope I am. Good Lord. And it's a real drag when you grow up being like a pumpkinhead, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Lurch died. Didn't Lurch die like when he was 40 or something?
Yeah.
Because like these really big guys die real quick because they're like, there's something wrong with them.
They have some kind of their physical illnesses or abnormalities that go along with being that tall or growing too fast.
Yeah. Exactly. He's just like got some kind of disease of some kind.
Well, we don't know that this is the case with this guy.
Because you can tell he's not like a Julius Erving who's proportioned.
Yeah, he could have been a basketball player.
Yeah, but he's probably too klutzy.
6'9".
6'9", but he's like a pumpkinhead.
Yeah, probably not coordinated at all.
That's it. So now Pumpkinhead's in like a whole hassle here, man. He's accused of killing someone.
That nickname came back to haunt him. He got it in his school days, and it came back to haunt him this week up in Westchester County when neighbors learned of the ghoulish horror movie-style murder of Marjorie Lodes.
Don't call me Pumpkinhead.
Newlywed.
2 months newlywed.
Yeah. And she and her husband had just bought their new house and moved into this new neighborhood.
Little did they know it was Pumpkinhead living next door.
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead. That's why I like, man, what you do is you sort of ignore your neighbors. Try not to get too involved with them.
Yeah, because they just met this guy 2 weeks ago when he worked on their home, paving the driveway. And then, because it's the Halloween season, they put a couple of pumpkin heads out. And this is all speculation right now because the police don't have a motive either.
Yeah, but we already figured it out. We figured out the whole case. Pumpkinhead was walking by after he got to know these guys, and these were probably the only people in the neighborhood who didn't call him Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
And then then he walked by and he saw some pumpkin heads out in front of their house, and he said, "Oh man, you rang," and he probably got really ticked off.
Yeah. Because a vicious attack. He stabbed this woman 40 times. If he did it.
How old is Pumpkinhead?
24.
He looks much older. Because Lurch always looked much older.
Yeah.
I know, like, some big guys like that. They call him Lurch and stuff. And it's pretty hard to deal with.
And they found a big footprint in the yard, and it was a size 15.5. So, what can you say? It probably was Pumpkinhead that did it.
Hmm.
So, he was arraigned last night, and he's being held without bail.
And boy, is Uncle Fester upset. Ooh.
Well, we'll be watching that story, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The Pumpkinhead trial.
We'll be watching that with fascination. Pumpkinhead and his goings-on.
Yeah.
We'll be back after this.
So there's this dude on the phone who's calling us from San Jose. He listens to us. He's in jail for killing his girlfriend.
Really?
Well, he's on trial. He's going to be going to trial.
Did he kill her?
Well,
he'll tell you.
Yeah. Dude, you there?
Hello, Mr. Stern?
Yeah, he's really in jail, and he's, because we asked him what time it was, he had asked his CO, which is his corrections officer. What, you got TV in that cell?
No, I got into some trouble. I threw some feet on one of these dudes in a couple cells over, and they moved me down to the end cell so I can't have a television.
Why'd you throw feces? I think he means feces.
We got into an argument over the television.
You mean feces, right?
Yeah.
So you went to the bathroom and threw it on some guy?
Yeah.
I think you're in the right place.
Yeah.
I can't believe that people are allowed to listen to us in jail.
Yeah, what do they have, individual phones in the cells now?
No, you get a cart wheeled up to your cell, and you get 20 minutes on the phone.
Oh, so we only got 20 minutes with this
No, well,
guy.
I mean, the thing gives you 20 minutes and then it cuts off and you have to recall if you want to talk to somebody. It's robbery.
It's robbery.
You know the law, don't you?
Yeah.
You should be put in jail. I'm serious.
Dude, so how long you been sitting in jail?
I've been here a little over a year.
All right. Now, what happened between you and your girlfriend? Now you gave a confession to the police?
Okay, yeah. I'll try to make it short. I went and I was laying tile for the union, and started messing around with that cocaine, and started getting smoked out, going out and I get like $1,100 a week, and I go home. By the end of the weekend, I'd be broke. And after that, one night I had taken some acid and smoking some crack, flipped out, and I cut my fiance's head off, almost completely off.
Oof.
You cut your fiance's head off?
Yeah.
Oh, so you admit to doing it?
Yeah, but I wasn't.
So what's the trial about? He's guilty.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
I wasn't in the right state of mind, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely not.
I was all messed up on drugs.
The trial is about whether he was out of his mind and did it, or whether he planned and did it. If he planned and did it, he could get the death penalty.
Either way, you get the death penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, you're probably gonna have to pay for it, dude.
You sound like
I know that, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
you just don't want to die.
No, I mean, if that be the case, then so be it. You know what I mean? I was raised in a good family. My dad's a dentist. We're all from back east. My parents live back there.
Yeah.
And
I guess they're real proud of you, huh?
No, not really.
Yeah, are they even talking to you?
I talked to my mom last February. We got into a fight, but I talked to my dad. I called him at the office, and he's the one that's paying for my attorney.
Had you thought about doing it before you actually did it?
No, and see, and that's where the prosecutor wants to come in and say, hey, this is premeditated. Dude was laying there, because we had just got done making love, woo-woo-woo.
Oh, boy.
How come you chopped her head off, though? Like, what did she do that you chopped her head off?
We had made love,
right.
We were doing the wild thing, and then we went in the shower, and the last thing I remember was just rocking her in my arms.
Rocking her in your arms?
With no head.
Yeah.
And she had no head while you were rocking her in the arms?
Yeah. And it sounds crazy, I know, because you get some real crazy people, but...
Not this crazy.
This is about the crazy. I thought Fred was crazy.
I think you win the prize.
Yeah, you might be the craziest guy we ever had call.
Really?
That's a pretty crazy story. And then how old was the girl?
She's 32. And I'm 27.
And her parents are flipping out, obviously.
Her dad is also a dentist.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I just think you sound a little too, nonchalant about murder.
No, Robin, it's just like after a while, there's been, I talk to psychologists and stuff here, and I have my own that comes up and visits me. After a while, you just, they put you on medications and stuff like that, and for the first 5-6 months, I would have nightmares and stuff like that. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
What'd you do it with?
You're going through different court proceedings, and you're hearing different things, and
what'd you
used to it after a while. It's not
what'd you chop her head off with?
What's that?
What'd you chop her head off?
Knife.
A knife?
Supposedly, yeah.
And where'd you get the knife?
I guess from the kitchen.
You were in the shower.
I know, but we had went back. She had jumped in the shower. I didn't go to the shower. And I went to the kitchen, and when she came back, and then it just all happened.
That's a pretty wild drug, that coke, huh?
And the acid on top of it.
Acid, too.
He wasn't snorting coke. He was smoking it.
Oh, you were smoking the coke?
It was crack,
yeah. Smoking crack.
Oh. On acid. He was smoking crack on acid.
Did you have anything to drink?
No, I wasn't.
No, he doesn't believe in drinking.
That would be mixing too many drugs.
Or smoking pot like Jackie.
How much acid did you do?
What's that?
How much acid did you
I
do?
dropped 4 hits.
Oh, man.
You could tell him about that.
I did 4 hits.
It was Purple Mike.
Mine was window pane.
Window pane?
No, mine was blotter acid, actually.
Was it blotter acid?
Yeah.
So you called to say don't do drugs or something?
No,
That's a definite no-no. Don't mix acid with crack.
No, I've been just trying. I've always tried to get a hold of you. I've been listening to you for years, and I'm just trying to get a hold of you and see that if somebody would accept from the radio station, if they accept the collect call. Now, I've been calling there for a while. I was driving Stuttering John and Gorilla.
How old are you?
I drive them all crazy.
How old are you?
27.
27?
27.
And where was her head when you were rocking her?
I can't even remember. Hey, you gonna drink that milk, man? Oh, it's already open? I don't want it. All right, man. That's a trustee. He just walked out. He services food.
Was that a black dude? What are you, white dude?
Yeah, I'm white. But I talk like a black dude. I sing like a black dude, too. They call me a wigger.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good to try to act, black when you're in prison.
Yeah.
You might live longer.
Can I ask you a question?
No, it's more Mexicans out here.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Have you been approached by anybody for sex?
No, well, see, you only come out. See, it's like being on death row. You're in your cell 24 hours a day. You come out for 3 hours a week. 2 different days. You get an hour and a half, hour and a half. And
3 hours a week?
Yeah. And
You know what? I just don't think I'd want to live if I'd killed somebody.
And Robin, if I could turn around and change it, and if I could ask God to bring Deborah back, I would, but I can't. You know what I mean? And,
dude, you're gonna die.
I'm not like OJ, I'm not gonna say that, I didn't do it.
Right.
I did do it, but I wasn't in the right state of mind. I had no reason. We were planning on getting married this March.
Now, why did you confess? I mean,
Because I was always raised not to lie to people.
And did they come and arrest you right away? Were you sitting there with her?
Well, what happened was I took off to San Francisco.
Right, now after you chopped off your girlfriend's head, you said, hey, I better get out of town.
Well, I'm only about 40 minutes away from San Francisco.
All right, so after you chopped off her head, what did you do? You got dressed and went home?
I went to her dad's office.
You went to her dad's office?
Yeah, and I went in the safe.
Well, you don't want to tell somebody this over the phone.
Right.
No, it's okay because it's already down on paper, too.
No, but let me get this straight.
Okay.
After you killed her, you didn't call the cops on yourself, did you?
No.
No, so you get up and, where do you go after you murder somebody?
I went to the office, took about $1,000.
Oh, you robbed her father.
And I took her mom's car.
Right, so you robbed her.
I didn't take my motorcycle, so I was already tore up.
So after you killed her, right. You robbed her dad and robbed her mother.
The only thing left was did you rape her sister?
Yeah, and then you didn't want to take your motorcycle because you once got hurt on a motorcycle?
No, I was all tore up.
He was, I don't know, I guess still out of it.
You were still messed up. So you figured you'd better drive a car.
Yeah, so
rather than a motorcycle.
Right.
I know it sounds gay and everything, but
all right, that's cool. Sounds gay. Anyway, yeah. So go ahead. I'm just kind of curious what happened.
Right.
So then
I get to San Francisco and I got this money.
And are you freaking out? You are aware that you killed her, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm coming down now. So now every corner I go down, if I see a San Francisco cop, I start freaking, and a few times I jumped out of the car and just slammed the car in the park and jumped out of the car while the car was still moving. But see, that was part of the crack, because when you hit a 20 rock and you're poofing, and then you just sit there for a minute. Next thing you know, I used to pick things off the floor and swear that I dropped some rocks and put them in my pipe and smoke them, or I'd look out the window and swear that.
All right, so wait a second. Let's stick to the topic. So you get you get in the car, you see cops, you keep stopping and stuff.
I get to San Francisco and I'm doing all types of crazy things. Now I've never been in trouble before. I got stopped for DUI when I was younger.
All right.
And this is my second offense. So I turn around and I'm going through San Francisco and I run out of money. So the next thing I do is I go to the China district and I go up into the little convenience stores and I ask the people, okay, give me a carton of cigarettes, a carton of this and a carton of that. And I get 4 cartons of cigarettes on the counter. And as soon as they turn back to grab me another carton, I grab the cartons and I run out the store and I jump in my car and take off.
Go ahead.
So I ran and I jumped in my car, and as I'm going down the street, a car is turning. So as the car was turning, I slammed right into the driver's side of the car. I backed up and took off. But a light of mine had went out on my right side.
Right.
So the light went out, and then about 2 hours later, San Francisco pulls me over for not having a light. They run the tag.
Oh, you even ran from the accident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's guilty of everything. And then
he did every crime possible.
All right. You know what? In your short life, you've done every crime in a short 1 day span.
It may only be your second offense, but you got all of them in.
I know.
You broke all the drug laws. Then you killed your girlfriend. Then you robbed her parents. Then you went and robbed a store.
You left the scene of an accident.
Then you crashed your car into
and then he rode around with one headlight.
Yeah. Which is even worse.
And then what was bad about the whole thing was...
So did you light anything on fire, or was there arson involved?
No.
No, okay.
I
Very
didn't
good.
take it there. But
oh, then they should let you out.
Helicopter flying overhead. They had like 6, 7 police cars, guns all to me, right?
Right.
And they asked me my name. And
well, wait a second. So the cop runs the license through. He realizes it's a stolen car and you're a wanted man.
Right.
So what does he do? He comes over and says, you better sit in your car?
I had gotten out the car already, right?
Right.
They had their floodlights on me.
How many cops were there?
There was about 6 or 7.
You mean?
And then there was a helicopter. They had a helicopter following, so just in case I wanted to...
Oh, so obviously there was a manhunt out for you.
Yeah.
Now, at what point do they connect you to killing your girlfriend? Like right away, they know?
No, it was like 2 days later. I had we lived in a nice upper-class neighborhood. We lived up like where you live at. Real nice people, doctors and stuff live up there. And they knew that I was me and
so how did you mean they didn't discover... excuse me.
Had some problems before.
They didn't discover that your girlfriend was dead for like 2 days?
No, they had found her the next day because she was supposed to be into her dad's office. She was her dad's dental office manager.
Oh, I see.
But how long were you on the run like this?
4 days after the incident.
And you ran
everybody had thought I had come back home, back to Jersey.
So California has lethal injection, so you better get your arm ready.
Lethal injection and gas chamber.
What you gonna choose?
I ain't gonna choose neither one because if it's God's will, hopefully it won't happen. But if it does, I'll probably let them decide. I'll probably let Pete Wilson decide.
You want to know what I would get?
What's that?
If I was you, I'd get lethal injection.
Yeah, because they put all those good drugs in there.
Yeah,
I was going to say, you like drugs.
You might as well go out like that. I mean, the gas chamber sounds like you got to like suffocate and cough.
And drugs got him here.
Yeah.
So drugs ought to take him away.
Yeah. Well, nice talking to you, dude. I mean,
hey, call us and let us know
when
it's going.
So when do you think they're going to wrap this case up and have you executed?
I'll be here at least another year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have a great idea.
What?
You can ask that people be a witness to your execution, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, can we do it?
You know what I just said to this guy in the next elevator? I said, man, if I get executed, I'm gonna have Howard Stern come to my execution.
We'll come down and do a whole show.
We'll do a whole week of shows from an execution.
Good idea, Robin. Dude, when do you think? I mean, not to pressure you, but how soon can you be executed?
Yeah, we want to make arrangements.
Yeah, we want to be there. We want to watch you slip into another world.
Well, I can always go up. I go up in March. Let me see, where's my quick calendar here? March.
Good. Let's get this straight. Gary, get the calendar out so we can book this. Are we actually allowed to broadcast from there?
I don't know if we could broadcast from a certain place, but we would actually get to go in and be there to witness his execution.
Yeah, dude, you got to remember to appoint us as witnesses.
Yeah, it's March 30th.
That's when your trial is?
No, that's when it's another trial setting. And then I go up for VOP on that day, too.
What's VOP?
Violation of probation. I got caught with
Why bother?
Cocaine also.
You had cocaine in jail?
What's that?
You had cocaine in jail?
Oh, I got 30 seconds.
All right, well, let's wrap this up. So in other words, you had cocaine when they arrested you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did that too? Hello?
Oh, we got cut off.
Dude, we got to get down to that. Dude. Well, that'll be a good show.
Oh.
I mean, I would take pleasure in seeing that guy executed.
It's a ratings grabber.
Yeah. I mean, he killed a girl. Let's watch him die.
Prosecutors in San Jose say they have never seen any murder case like it. First, their prime suspect confesses on a national talk show and then tells more to a TV news reporter. Tony Russomanno took the call.
Lee Newman is waiting for trial in the death of his girlfriend, Deborah Everly. Everly was found with her throat slashed in her Los Gatos apartment in January 1994. Newman was arrested several days later in Everly's car. He's been in the Santa Clara County Jail ever since. This morning, he called radio shock jock Howard Stern and admitted he killed Everly, as he said he had admitted previously to police.
One night I had taken some acid and smoking some crack, slipped out, and I cut my fiance's head off, almost completely off.
Oof. You cut your fiance's head off?
Yeah.
Oh, so you admit to doing it?
Yeah, but I wasn't.
So what's the trial about? He's guilty.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
I wasn't in the right state of mind, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely not.
I was all messed up on drugs.
The trial is about whether he was out of his mind and did it, or whether he planned and did it. If he planned and did it,
lying in wait.
he could get the death penalty.
Either way, you get the death penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, you're probably going to have to pay for it, dude.
You sound like
I know that, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
His admission to the.
But prosecutor Lane Liroff says Newman's earlier confession to police is being challenged by Newman's attorney.
The defense has made a concerted effort to kick out the existing confession we have, saying that the Miranda is somehow bad. Regardless, this defendant's confession to Howard Stern is never violative of Miranda and would always be admissible. So what that does is that eliminates a major issue that was existing in our case.
Newman could face the death penalty if the prosecutor proves special circumstances. For example, if the murder occurred during a rape, or if the murderer was lying in wait for the victim. This afternoon, Newman called me. I asked him about the victim.
Did you force sex on her?
No. We had made love. We plan on getting married in March.
What happened? How did you? Were you waiting for her? How did it happen?
I slipped out on drugs. I've been smoking crack for a while and doing acid. Next thing you know, I just was all messed up. Next thing I know, I just flipped out.
Now, with the Stern interview, the case has changed. The prosecutor has subpoenaed the tape to decide whether to use it as evidence against Newman at his trial. In San Jose, Tony Russomanno, KPIX5, News at 10.
And then I remember it made huge news in the San Jose area because the guy had not been to trial yet, and he had never spoken out about it. And then I remember seeing the DA say that basically his conversation with Howard on the radio show was in essence an admission of guilt, and now they didn't have to go to trial. And whatever happened after that, bing, bang, boom, there was a plea bargain, and that was done.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we're back live after a 1-week hiatus. Yeah. Well, how much more time left on my contract? How many more actual days do I have left of this before I go off into the sunset? July, August, September. When is my contract up? Robin, when is my contract up?
I think another year and a half.
No, come on. It's been a year and a half for over a year and a half. I think they keep fooling me. They know I never look at the thing.
I think you're getting extensions without being talked
Yeah,
to.
I think it ended about a year and a half ago. Go on, Jackie, you know.
I'm working on it here.
Time moves too slow.
Yeah, especially when you're waiting for something.
Yeah. If I didn't think about it that much,
it would already be here.
Exactly.
It's like Christmas.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody.
405 days.
405 days?
That's working days.
Work days, not including
405.
weekends. That doesn't sound like a lot of days.
That sounds like a lot to me.
I'll take a little sick time.
Want that in seconds?
Yeah, break it down into seconds, if you don't mind.
Well, 5 hours.
Now, how many... don't break it down into seconds. I'll get depressed.
2,025 hours.
Is that counting the last 30 seconds that just passed?
Oh, wait a minute. 2,024
Wait a minute. What are you counting? Are you counting 24 hours a day or just the time we're on the air?
No, 5 hours a day he's figuring.
All right.
Figure 4 hours a day.
Whoops.
Cut that down.
We just slashed a bunch off right there.
There you go. Good morning.
1,620 hours.
All right.
Not counting.
That doesn't sound like a lot.
Now, that sounds pretty reasonable.
That sounds like I'm way off. Go back and figure.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so what we're going to do is take a little break here just so we don't fall far behind because you know that we have a tendency to do that. And then we'll come back and start the program, tell you everything that went on and all kind of things right after these words. Oh, yeah. I was reading in the paper today. It's a pretty funny article in the Daily News about the two mass murderers in jail, Colin Ferguson and
Joel Rifkin.
Joel Rifkin yelling and fighting with each other.
Well, Joe, but if you have told us about that.
Yeah, he told us about it. I didn't believe it. Monster mash at Long Island Jail. Colin decks Joel in Braggart's feud.
Oh, wow. You're actually fisticuffs.
Yeah.
Monster man.
They've been at each other's throat. Joel Rifkin feels he is the superior mass murderer because he killed more people than Colin Ferguson. Colin Ferguson says, hey, wait a second, man. I took out white devils, on a train.
Uh-huh.
You just killed, like, prostitutes and stuff.
I see. Whoa.
So they've been having a massive argument.
What an argument that is.
I say we let them go at each other and kill each other.
Why stop them?
Yeah,
Who stopped them?
Let them duel to the death.
Gladiators.
Yeah.
Then we'll know who's better.
I'll give you a little pop quiz on mass murderers, serial killers. How many women did Joel Rifkin kill?
Well, I happen to know.
Oh, all right. Let's see. Fred?
6.
Wrong.
Jackie?
I thought it was 19.
Well,
Wrong.
closer. 17.
Whoa. But didn't they... Oh.
And he is linked to the death of an 18th person, but they're not sure.
They're not sure about that.
Right.
He admitted to killing 17.
Right, Robin. Exactly. So, Jackie, very close.
Thank you, Bill.
And Colin Ferguson killed how many people?
Now, that I have to guess on, I would say 7.
8. I thought 4.
He wiped out 6 devils.
Oh.
That's what they got him quoted here. He goes, I wiped out 6 devils.
You just killed people.
A lot of remorse. There was a great story while we were away on vacation about how in Singapore they cane people.
For graffiti.
Yeah, they have a wonderful system over there. They have a society in Singapore where there is no graffiti, there is no vandalism, there is very little crime.
Yeah.
And the reason for this is that when and people keep saying to me, do you support caning? Do you think that's a great idea? Of course it's a great idea. Everyone's so afraid.
Everyone has been writing editorials saying that this is not just a spanking, that these canings are delivered by martial artists.
The canings
who take a rattan or bamboo pole.
Right, and beat your ass.
Beat you, and usually draw blood, often maiming you for life, sometimes resulting in shock, often requiring a hospitalization after the caning.
Well, it's a funny thing. People say, well, gee, I can't even walk down the streets anymore. I can't go outside at night. I can't... So what are you afraid of? We're not saying cane people before they have a trial. We're saying at least after the trial there'll be some form of retribution. You take them out in public, you pull their pants down, and you cane them.
But in this case now,
put it on pay-per-view.
I'm reading that the young man was beaten and jailed for several days before he confessed.
Yeah.
And swears that he really didn't do this.
Yeah.
And he was told that if he agreed to plead guilty, he'd just be found guilty and extradited out of the country, just banned or something, or exiled.
No, I'm all for it. I'm all for caning.
Now his father says he's really sorry that he told his son to go ahead and take that guilty plea.
Yeah, well, anyway, I'm all for caning. I love it. I think it's great, and I think that anybody who's against it is a jackass. Somebody's found guilty. We don't know what to do with these guys. A lot of crimes fall sort of by the wayside. People talk about drunk driving. It's an excellent reason to cane someone in public, drunk driving.
Well, I don't know what they do to you for drunk driving in Singapore if they cane you for spray painting a car.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you're found with drugs, that's a death sentence.
I like beating feet. That's a big favorite of mine for drunk driving. That way you can't work the pedals of your car.
Just make those feet not work.
Yeah, you cane the feet.
I see.
Until they break. Rodney King received a caning. I'll tell you one thing.
It's going to cost a lot of money.
Here we charge ourselves millions of dollars for doing what they do in Singapore for free. I mean, it's unbelievable. Guaranteed the last time you drive drunk.
Every time you want to drive drunk, you're going to think about that.
Oh, yeah, Rob. That's right. That's right.
Well, it's interesting because with Joel Rifkin, he's going to try an insanity defense.
Right.
And so far, it's never worked in serial killings.
Yeah. Well, you see, in Singapore, they would kill Joel Rifkin. He would be dead. And, you would have a trial. And after the trial, you'd kill the guy. Wouldn't it be 27 appeals? Maybe 1 or 2 appeals, and that'll be it.
I didn't believe it.
Excuse me, Mr. Rifkin?
I didn't do nothing irrelevant.
All right. Well, we're gonna kill you now.
All about going with it.
But it's an interesting way to defend yourself because he's only charged with one crime. But in order to plead insanity, he's going to have to talk about the other 16 murders.
Right. He'll have to confess to the 16 murders.
To prove how crazy he is.
How many did you kill?
1 little, 2 little, 3 little victims.
So there you have it. I'm a big fan of caning. I love it. I love the idea of it. I think it's great. And you know who's always afraid of it? There's always some cowards who, but what if they mistake me for a criminal and I have to get caned? What are the odds of that? It hasn't happened so far. What are you afraid of?
Stop, it hasn't happened so far. You are
for goodness sake. There isn't a guy...
Did you see 60 Minutes last night?
Oh, please.
Look at that poor woman who is accused of molesting all those children.
So what? So you mean for one woman I'm going to stop caning? Are you crazy? I'm staying over there.
That's terrible.
Number 1, the KKK hacker.
I like to be known as the king of all answering machine hackers. I can hack just about any machine that's made in the country, provided it has one of them codes you can hack. And as long as I can hack it, then I can change the message, I can change their code, I can change anything.
In other words, it's usually a 2 or 3 number code that you dial into your phone.
To get your messages or to change your message?
To change your actual answering machine message. And you figured out Daniel Carver's message code?
Yeah, I could do it to a bunch of machines. I've done it to a bunch of other stars before, too. But right now, Daniel Carver, I figured that...
well, Daniel's about the biggest star you ever... Is Daniel the biggest star you ever changed?
Well, no, he's not the biggest star, but it's the biggest star I think you'd be interested in. So that's why...
Who else have you changed?
Well, I've gone on Rodney Dangerfield's machine before, too.
Wow.
Now, Daniel, were you incensed when you heard about this?
Yeah, there's several people done it. He ain't the only one.
Really? Let's play the message. This is what they changed Daniel's message to, and then I'll interview Daniel. Hold on a second.
Go to sleep, white people. This is Daniel Carver, P.O. Box. People, I've decided it is time for the white man to go to sleep. He's been trying to wake up for the last 10 years calling this line, and it ain't been working. The niggers have been all running wild. Ain't nothing been accomplished. People, it is time for the white man to go to sleep. That is why I'm saying go to sleep, white people. People, I think if the white man goes to sleep, they ain't going to be able to see nothing the nigger does. I think that is the best solution. You know them ostriches, whenever that danger runs their way, they stick their head in the sand. They can't see no more. Then suddenly they're happy. People, I think it's time for the white man to do the same. People, wake up. Go to sleep. People, go to sleep, white people. Stick your head in the sand. Don't watch those niggers. Ain't going to bother you none. This is Daniel Carver. If you want to know about them KKK souvenirs I sell, well, send me $1 million to P.O. Box, and I'll send you a list of souvenirs I sell. People, there's been some complaints that they send me a couple dollars for my catalog. I don't send you nothing. Well, of course I don't send you nothing because the people calling this line don't have more than a couple dollars. So once you send it to me, you ain't going to be buying nothing. People, this is Daniel Carver, P.O. Box, and Baba Booey to y'all.
I love that at this point.
I don't believe that. I'd sooner believe that a guy would keep smoking crack after he had one stroke.
And,
that's it, but... That's so.
And that has happened. Yesterday, I told you this off the air. There's a new law down in Louisiana. Carjackers, beware.
Yep.
If you attempt to take someone's car by force in Louisiana, they have the right to use deadly force.
That's so cool.
Here is State Representative Jacqueline Clarkson.
Yeah, I think that's a cool law. Yeah.
It's not just for guns. I mean, if they want to try stabbing them with a knife, or if they want to try hitting them over the head with their high heel, or anything else you can think of, they are not going to be held, criminally liable for having assaulted or killed someone.
If a guy breaks into your car, you have every right to kill him.
That's right. You can do anything you want, essentially, to them. Like she said, if all you've got is the heel of your shoe, poke his eye out.
Which is so weird.
You have every right, and nothing will happen.
Robin did a case earlier that said, I don't know if you remember this in the newspaper, but a guy set up his alarm system in his house to electrocute the intruders.
It was a tavern.
Yeah, and now he's being sued for doing that because he electrocuted.
He could be charged criminally.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Now, I told you that I think most white people are in favor of that law.
Of these laws. Well, in Louisiana, it was very funny. The vote in one of the houses of the state legislature was 133 to 1. So there was absolutely no opposition. I wonder who the one was.
I went out on the street. I asked black people and white people what they thought of a law that would allow you to electrocute people who intruded into your home.
Okay.
All right, what do you want to hear from first, black people or white people?
Let's hear the white people.
Okay, this is not doctored in any way. I swear to you, we just went and asked people questions.
I don't know how this is going to turn out.
Okay, take a guess. What do you think is going to happen? How about, do you think that every white person is going to say, I'm for it? And do you think every black person
Are you going to tell me it's that cut and dry?
Let's find out together right now. Okay? We went up to white people and said, is it okay to electrocute someone coming into your home?
All right.
Do you think it's okay to put an alarm system in homes and businesses that would electrocute the invader?
Yes.
White guy.
Yes?
These are all white guys.
Why?
I don't have any sympathy for somebody invading a home or a business.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, why, sir?
I think if he's messing around in your house, he deserves to get shocked.
Yeah, fine. You do? Why is that?
Because an invader shouldn't, be in your home.
All of these people know they're never going to rob someone's house or business, so therefore they are not going to worry about it. Yeah, sure, put an alarm system that electrocutes people.
Absolutely. You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, why is that?
Well, who wants a burglar or an invader? No.
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because if they're trying to rob your house, then they should have a punishment.
Sure. You think so? Okay, why?
Because anybody that invades your privacy has no rights. And whatever happens to them, I could care less.
Okay?
All right, that was all the white people.
That's how white people see the issue.
100% yes.
That's how white people see the issue. I'm a white guy. I happen to see the issue the same way. All right, we went to the black community. We said, what do you think of this?
Do you think it's okay to put an alarm system in that would electrocute or kill the invader of a home or business?
I don't think I would go to that extreme.
No, sir? Why not?
Well, because he's not really jeopardizing his one life, so to speak. I wouldn't want to go as far as electrocuting somebody just because they wanted to break in.
No, I think that's being too harsh.
You think so? Why is that?
Because it would severely hurt the invader. I mean, and it's alarm is, I think...
Because I'd be dead.
Alarm is good enough. Put a electric what? Electric cuter, you say? To kill the burglar?
It would electrocute the burglar upon entrance into the home.
No.
Why not?
Because the person will be killed, it's to put a burglar alarm, not an electrocutor, a burglar alarm. So it'll go off for the police to come there to catch him. But it's not right to put an electrocutor in there to kill the burglar.
No, leave it alone.
No? Okay, why is that?
Because anything has to do with electricity, because something might go off.
It might go off? And what's the danger of that?
It might go off, mate. I don't know. No, it might, the way this world's going, this world is slowly going away. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Well, it certainly is. So there you are. It's an issue that divides black and white people. I see. All right, I got a guy on the phone who claims he's been killing prostitutes and he's wondering why he's doing it.
Oh, God.
So maybe he thinks I have an answer. Is this Ed? Ed?
No, this isn't Ed.
Oh.
You haven't killed any prostitutes?
No, I never said my name was Ed.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
What name do you use?
You can call me Clay.
Clay?
Clay?
Yes, Clay. Okay, Clay. So what happened? How many prostitutes have you killed?
12.
And you're wondering why you do it?
I have a pretty good idea.
Why? Did your mom beat you? Did your mom spank you?
Was your mom a prostitute?
No. Actually, nothing like that.
What is it then?
I think I just do it for the sense of the power.
All right. Do you have sex with them first?
Yes, and...
And then what, you strangle them?
Once.
How else did you kill them?
Well, a few times, actually most times with a hammer.
And where do you do this primarily?
I've done it twice in a parking garage, and then the rest of the times on the side of the road.
And you're from the New Orleans area?
Yes.
And how, what do you beat them to death with a hammer?
Man.
That usually only takes once, and
Dude, you got to have a lot of anger in you.
yes.
Man.
Well, why do you need to feel so powerful?
He's got some issue with women, but like some shrink's got to look into it. It's not even worth. You might as well just kill yourself if you killed 15 people. And that means you're heartless. Did you used to kill small animals?
No, I've killed a rat.
Yeah. See, a lot of guys start out killing kittens for some reason.
Yeah, they kill something before they start with humans.
If my kid killed a kitten or something cute, I'd probably just figure, well, this is it. They're going to be serial killers.
Kill them.
Dude, you're a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And you get away with it, I guess, because they're hookers, and so far nobody's... What?
Is this Howard?
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
I didn't know this was Howard.
Yeah, it's Howard.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've never killed a kitten.
Really?
You never killed any small animal except a rat?
Yeah, rat's okay.
Well...
Rats I don't mind you killing.
But how'd you kill him?
The rat?
Yeah.
Stepped on his head, I bet.
We had a big flood a couple of years ago, and it's not actually a rat, it's called a nutria rat. And I clubbed it to death. It got in the kitchen at my work.
So how old were you when you killed your first woman?
16.
And you must be a powerful kind of guy, big guy.
I wasn't then.
Right. And when you killed your first one, did you go in there knowing you were going to kill her, or it just sort of happened?
I knew I really had it planned out. I wanted to do the whole sending clues.
Right.
Oh yeah, are you in?
To baffle people, but it turned out no one noticed for a long time.
Right. Like you killed her on the side of the road?
Her, that was the parking garage.
Okay. And then what'd you do with the body? You dumped that somewhere?
Yeah, actually, I think she's probably one of the ones that they found.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something. You were sending clues that you were going to do this?
No, I was.
He was going to
doing that.
He was going to leave a note for the newspapers, and
but you decided not to.
He didn't want to be famous or draw attention to himself. But the problem is...
that's what I wanted to do, but...
Oh, but you did, but no one noticed the clues.
I never sent the clues. I never left anything. I wanted to have my own little signature.
Right.
I wanted the thumb paint.
Oh, it's...
With their thumbs.
Oh, really?
What do you want to do?
Thumb paint with their thumbs.
Thumb paint what, though?
I don't know.
Oh, anything. It was in a comic book a couple of years ago. Just seemed like a good idea.
Like you take the girl you killed, you dip her thumbs in paint, and then you do like a thumb painting?
Yes.
On a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Now, after you kill somebody, do you play with the body?
Actually, the closest I've ever done to that is I always make sure I pay them and I make sure they keep their money.
Oh, really?
When they're still alive, but with one of them I did put the money in a compromising place.
I see.
But this one, it had a penis.
Oh, really?
It was a guy?
Yeah, I didn't know at first.
So do you ever get, do you think the reason you're so angry is because you were abused or something?
No, I wasn't abused, Howard.
Where's your family?
You got a wife?
I mean, you got a mom, a dad, a wife, children. You got any of that?
I've got a couple of kids, but
no wife.
Not married to the mother.
You're a white guy?
Yeah, Howard, that's pretty funny because the only suspect they had when they started finding the bodies was a black police officer.
Oh.
Turns out one of them was associated with them.
Oh, really?
Are you on drugs?
I've done acid a few times.
So,
but nothing heavy.
So after you killed the first 60-year-old, like you finished. No,
I was 16.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
She was.
All right. So you finished with your sexual gratification, and then you.
Not always, no.
Not always. You don't even want to get laid sometimes.
No,
You just want to kill.
I'm just bored.
Right.
But does the killing sexually satisfy you in some way?
I can't believe Ed McMahon's not laughing.
I've eaten off thinking about it later.
Yeah.
What do you say?
That's about it.
He's pleasured himself thinking about it later.
Oh, he has. Okay. Now, how far apart are these murders? Like, do you murder and then, like, you feel satisfied for a while?
I don't even understand why I do it, Howard. I don't know if I ever get any satisfaction.
But how often?
Together anywhere was the same night.
Really?
You killed two people in the same night?
Yeah, but I went to Mississippi for the second one.
So there's no pattern to how many weeks or days between murders?
No.
Are these mostly white chicks or black chicks?
A fair number of them have been black. The transvestite was black.
You think there's some racial motivation here?
No, Howard. They were just, let's just say a Jimmy Swaggart town.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy Swaggart town.
Don't know what that means.
Me neither, but...
That's pretty much the area around here where the prostitutes all hang out.
I see.
And it's just whoever comes up to you. You don't pick a certain type?
I don't even approach them. I wait for them to approach me, Robin.
So that's like them asking for it.
Do you ever, like, look into their eyes and go, you know, gee, these people were just children at one point, and maybe they just had a tough life?
I've let a couple go.
You have? Like, what happened? You're in the middle of killing them, and then they what do they say? Why would you let one go and kill the other?
There was this one.
Go ahead.
I think she was probably really new to it.
Yeah.
There was just something about her. Maybe she reminded me of my ex-fiance, but...
Right. You somehow relate...
More of an innocent quality.
You somehow felt bad for her.
Yeah.
And you have a fiancé, so you're planning to get married?
No.
He had one.
Oh, he had one.
No. If I wouldn't be a suspect, believe me, she'd...
But let me ask you, why'd you did you start to kill her and then, like you said, forget it? Or you just never even...
Not even.
You just had sex. You just had sex with her and then you let her go.
I didn't even have sex with her, Howard.
Well, that's weird. Now that's weird.
I mean, he just really felt sorry for them.
I don't know what she was doing what she was doing, but...
Are you a big fat mess?
But she got off lucky.
Are you a big fat mess, or are you like a fairly good-looking guy?
I'm not a big fat mess. I wouldn't call myself good looking. I don't know what I'd call myself, Howard.
Right.
Do you have a decent job and all that stuff?
Sounds like a bright guy.
Not decent like you have.
Yeah, well, we got ridiculous jobs.
You can't get these jobs.
I don't even know that I'd call this a job. You know what I mean? This is not a normal job.
It's a made-up job.
Yeah, this is a job that's totally useless. You know what I mean? Like, nobody really needs it.
It's a scam.
To me, a job is like something like, a UPS driver is a job. All right.
Not now.
Thank you, Ed.
Maybe this is a UPS driver.
Ed laughs, but he has no job either. All right, so... All right, this is always weird.
But you do work every day and stuff like that.
This is always weird, but I'm bringing, at least we can sort of get into the mind of a guy who serial kills. I think he's 100% on the level. So you killed your first woman.
When was the last time you killed?
It's been a few months.
Right.
Actually, it's been going on a year.
You're like the Boston Strangler, man. Maybe I should option your story. So, what do you think you're going to do? Do you think you're going to kill yourself? Do you think that
Are you going to kill again?
Can you stop this?
If I killed myself, I'd miss the next Batman movie.
Right. You don't want to do that.
No.
As a fan.
Actually, I'd actually kill myself to miss
why would you want to stay for that?
No, but in all seriousness, I mean, do you think that you can control this? Do you think you can stop?
I think I have been.
Oh, you have been for the last couple of months?
A year he hasn't killed.
Oh, a year?
Yeah.
Almost.
So why do you think you stopped killing all of a sudden?
I really don't know, Howard. Part of it had to do with my car broke down.
Oh, no transportation.
Seriously? That's the reason?
Well, that was the reason for a month, but after that, I guess it was all self-control.
Wow.
So you don't want to do this anymore?
No, he wants to do it, but he's controlling himself. Like, you want to kill women, right?
Sure.
Yeah. And what do you like? Do you enjoy seeing them struggle as you kill them?
Actually, none of them really struggle.
Do you hit them from behind, or do they see it coming?
I can't get inside their minds, but let's just say I hit them.
But, I mean, are you facing them?
Yeah.
Well, so you can see their face and everything when you do it.
Yeah. The worst I've ever gotten was, one tried to grab my neck. I've never gotten any of the claw marks or anything that are, dead giveaways.
Right, you must be very powerful.
I wouldn't call myself powerful, maybe intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you choose this method?
I didn't, Robin. Like I told you, I really wanted to cut things up, mail things, send clues.
No, she means why did you use a hammer? You think you...
Because it was in a book I read.
Oh.
Well, everything's come from
cartoons
somebody else.
Yeah. When's the last time you got laid?
Last week, Howard.
Oh, yeah, so you didn't kill that girl?
No.
Because she wasn't a hooker?
No.
Right.
It's only hookers, though.
A lot of serial killers are only into hookers because they know, A,
easy.
Probably won't get caught, and B, they have some kind of anger toward hookers. Like, did you think your mom was a hooker or something?
No, Howard.
Your parents married and stay together and the whole thing?
Yeah.
Church-going people?
That'll do it.
Well, one of them, but...
Yeah. Religious fanatics give birth to the most serial killers because they're so repressed.
Yeah.
So there's no way I'm going to talk you into giving yourself up or anything, right?
No.
I shouldn't even waste my time. I know I'm going to get calls after this and people are going to go, Howard, how come you didn't catch him?
Has anybody ever been close to catching you?
No. Actually, someone once, when it was in the newspaper, someone joked to me, I know it was you, but, well, they were joking.
Right. Yeah. You think you might be gay?
I hope not.
Right, maybe a repressed homosexual. Were you ever molested?
No.
Do you have a lot of tattoos?
I don't have any tattoos. I wouldn't do that to myself.
Right.
And do you get high before you do this?
I've gotten pretty drunk before.
Yeah.
A little amyl.
A little amyl.
Relax that sphincter. Well, I got to say, I wish you would die, but, you know, what can I tell you? Maybe this is sort of good that you're talking about it with me, and maybe it'll keep you under, like maybe I can't get you to turn yourself in.
Maybe it's like a valve, and he'll be able to go another year or something.
Yeah, but maybe somehow, you know, you won't do it anymore.
What about your kids? You want them living in a world with people like you?
Hasn't really analyzed it that.
Anyway, I mean...
Yeah.
It's kind of lonely, though. You can't tell anybody about this.
I'm the only guy you could... Am I the only guy you ever told about this?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess that's sort of an honor.
I've told a couple of women, Howard, but...
They're dead.
Yeah. Do you tell them first and then you kill them?
Yeah.
What do you say to them? Let me hear.
Fun.
All right, let's see.
Every now and then you can play the running game if you're out in the middle of nowhere, and we got a lot in the middle of nowhere down here.
Right. So, in other words, let's say you're with a woman, right? A hooker.
Yeah, Howard.
And you say to her, okay, honey, you just had sex and everything. What do you say to her to torment her? How do you break the news to her that she's going to die?
It really depends on my mood.
Just give us an example.
Well, if I wanted to, I could just say Baba Booey, but that would be pretty,
No, come on, be serious. What do you say to him?
I can say you're going to die.
And then what do they do?
I like to articulate a little more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I ask them if they think it's dangerous, doing what they're doing, if they're worried about things, and they'll laugh it off, and that just pisses me off.
Right. And then you go ahead and you kill them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well, now we've shed no light on this. We don't know how a serial killer is made, and we don't know how to catch him.
Yeah, well, you know what? All the experts don't know either, so... Well, here's a guy, just another story. He's out there.
You know, it substantiates my theory. Did you get jealous of Cunanan? Is that why you're talking to us now?
No, actually, I was thinking about writing a musical about Andrew Cunanan, but...
Guy's a comedian, too.
Huh?
Guy's a...
comedian.
Hey, some psychologist is on the line. You want to talk to him?
Sure.
I mean, since you're looking for answers.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Robert?
How you doing, Howard?
Hey, man. Go ahead.
Just wondering, how long did this guy wet his bed when he was a young boy?
Are you serious, or are you just trying to make a joke?
No, I'm totally serious.
Did you wet your bed when you were a young boy?
No.
Didn't do that at all.
No.
How about starting fires?
Huh?
How about starting fires?
Sure.
Yep.
You did start fires?
Yeah.
How old were you? How old were you when you...
for people to get into serial killing to start fires, wet their bed when they're young. Along with the mutilation of little animals, but he said he didn't do that, so...
Right.
That's kind of something that was missing.
But fires was in your history, right?
You could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of... it starts off as external ways of showing off their anger, and then they move on and go on to bigger and better things, I guess.
Wonder why this guy kills. Do you have any guess?
I don't know. I think you're right on with something with his family, childhood.
Yeah, what's he so angry about?
Right.
You know, unfortunately, he's real angry, and he's out there hurting a lot of innocent women.
Yeah, what do I do with a guy like this? Just hang up and forget about it, or is there anything I can...
Depends on, Howard, what are you going to do? Of course, you're not going to, turn him in, but...
Well, I mean, I would, but I can't.
A lot of people would want to turn him in, but what can you do? You talk to him, try and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, all right. That's right. Then I'll probably just hang up. Okay.
Thanks a lot,
Howard. Thanks, man. All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mr. Serial Killer.
Yeah, I mean...
Want to give us your name?
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not going to get him to turn himself in. I've had calls from people who go, well, why didn't you do something? I go, well, what am I supposed to do? The guy's on the phone.
Crawl through the phone and get him?
Yeah. They were like, well, why don't you trace these calls? And I'm like, well, I don't have that equipment.
Yeah, what are we, the police?
I can't even get a phone system that works for air. Let alone a tracing thing. Oh, Jackie's back there bumming out. Oh.
First I wasn't buying it, but now I think I'd buy it.
Nah, I buy it. I bought that guy.
Sort of offhand attitude that you have to be a serial killer.
Nah, I buy it.
When he said Baba Booey, I was hoping he was going to break it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you horse-tooth jackass.
Right.
He snapped right back, you know.
Yeah. No, I think he was the real deal. Tell you the truth. And we made a lot of news yesterday with this show. As a matter of fact, about a half hour after I got off the air, I was contacted by the FBI.
Oh, I heard something myself.
I was contacted by the FBI, Robin.
Wow.
Who is working in close association
with you?
No, with the New Orleans Police Department to track down the serial killer who called in.
You know what? Yes, this show is Dragnet.
Yes.
Because I heard...
Yes. Go, Marv, go. Yes. Marv has a lot of stress this morning.
I would think so.
Yeah.
You got mouth guard in, Marv.
Yes.
I heard that the authorities down there said this was for real.
Yes.
Wow.
We
had a serial killer admit to us on the air yesterday that he was doing this stuff.
Yes.
And we didn't know whether it was real or not. He sounded pretty real.
Yes. So anyway, the FBI has confiscated tape. Yes.
Tape.
Yeah, I gave it to him. Man, I mean, one of our listeners is going around killing women.
Prostitutes.
Yeah.
And I heard that the guy on the phone had more information than they had released to the press.
Yes. That's why they're upset about the John Benet Ramsey information that was released yesterday, because the autopsy report was given to the press, and it reveals details not formally known. Only the killer would have known these things, and now it kind of blows it. Yes. Yesterday we uncovered a serial killer, and today dick jokes. Yes.
Back to...
Start it off, Jackie. Hey, Glenn, you're on the air.
Hello?
Dude.
Yes.
Oh, it's Marv.
It's Marv Albert. Yes.
What's up?
Yes.
All right, Howard.
Hey.
Yeah, that thing made news in New Orleans.
Oh, the guy who called in and killed the prostitutes?
Yeah.
Big news?
Well, it was on just one channel.
Oh, that ain't big. But, if we catch him, that'll be big.
Yeah. You see, what they're saying is they had the sheriff on there, and he said that they already had some guy confess to it, and they're trying to, he confessed to it, but they can't link him to it.
The reason the FBI is so intrigued by the phone call we received yesterday, and Robin pointed this out, if there's a guy who confessed to it, he didn't know details. This guy on the phone knew details that have been never released.
Right.
Only the killer would know these details.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so it seems we have the real serial killer on our phones. In fact, maybe he'll call back today so we can find out the follow-up.
Yeah, it seems to me that he wants to be caught.
Nah.
Why would he call us? He was sitting there in the lap of luxury.
I'll tell you why.
For him.
Because he wants credit.
Right, and usually when you want credit, you wind up getting caught.
And he's also responding to something I've told our listeners all along. If you do something that's in the news, you've got to call in.
Well, you know what? The other thing they've never responded to, Howard, is if you're going to turn yourself in through us.
Yeah, and if the serial killer wants to turn himself in, you do it on this show.
Yeah.
Thank you. Michelle, go ahead.
Howard?
Yes.
Oh, Howard, I want you.
All right.
A crying woman.
This I like. You really hurt for me? I mean, you hunger for me?
What?
You hurt inside for me?
I want you.
You hunger for me?
Yes.
Are you a serial killer?
No.
How old are you?
13.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. 13? You make you sound like an 18-year-old?
What?
Yeah, there goes my wood.
I thought you sounded young.
You're 13 years old and you already want me?
Yes.
Do you have pictures of me hanging up on your wall?
I have over 900 pictures of you, Howard.
Really?
Yes.
Like my daughters, when they get all teenagers hanging pictures on their wall of cute guys.
Yeah.
I like that I'm on some 13-year-old's wall. I like it.
Isn't that amazing?
I like it.
think she's darn cute.
Are you cute?
Not that bad.
Really?
Not that bad.
Have you developed?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. I don't want some kid who hasn't developed hanging me on their wall.
I'm sporting wood.
So, wood, yeah, I bet you are. So, when you say you have over 900 pictures, where did you get all these pictures?
From magazines and stuff.
Wow. And I look cute in all of them?
Oh, yes. Very.
And, like, you think about me at night and stuff?
Uh-huh.
And do you tell your friends at school you're in love with me?
Uh-huh, yes.
Wow. And do the boys at school try to go out with you and you tell them I only want Howard?
Yeah, most of the time.
And do you try to date boys that look like Howard?
Well, if they don't like you, I don't.
Ah, so they have to like Howard.
Yes.
Are you a white girl?
Yeah.
Uh-huh, I see. See? I got a white girl.
A white 13-year-old.
I got a white 13-year-old. Yes. Yes. Now Marv is like a sexual deviant.
I know.
You know, it's like he went from being like this clean-cut guy to a sexual deviant. Why do you like me so much? Is it just that I'm cute?
No.
No.
Nah, that wasn't it. Well, you're not just cute. You're hot. Oh, God, you're gorgeous.
Right.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. You wish I was your father, or you just want me as your boyfriend?
Either way.
Right. You don't care. You just want to be around me.
Yes.
Interesting. And I don't see how we can be together without me going to jail. You know what I mean?
I won't press charges.
Well, that's not up to you.
Your parents will.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
Oh, would you be your
Not
parents?
if I can help it.
I'd go out with you, but it's just too much risk.
I wonder if her parents would be like Elvis's wife's parents.
And give me her over?
To you.
Listen, Mr. and Mrs. Michelle, this is the story. I will have to take your daughter, your 13-year-old daughter, to my mansion, and I will raise her and get her the best schooling, and I will not make love to her until she's 18 years old. I swear to God, okay? Like, we'll do some stuff, some foreplay.
You don't think he told him I'll be taking nude pictures?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I mean, he took this 14-year-old and took nude pictures. You know what I'm saying? I'm a total idiot, but I've got money, so I would hope that you would overlook my idiocy.
And I'll spread it around.
How did Elvis make that move? I mean, what was that conversation like? I wish the hell I could get Priscilla Presley on here just one time to tell me that conversation.
Are her parents still alive?
I hope not. I mean, they really should be shot. Excuse me, I think your 14-year-old daughter is very beautiful. I would like to take her and raise her in my home.
I want to dye her hair black.
Yeah. I mean, and the parents are like, okay. I'm sporting wood and I need to see your daughter nude.
And have her romp around my mansion naked.
And really, you're fully developed already?
Yeah, well, not fully.
Right. How tall are you?
About 5'4".
Geez. Amazing. I didn't realize you were 5'4".
Okay.
And what are you doing now? Were you getting ready for camp or something?
No.
Going to school?
September. In September.
I'm into chicks who go to camp.
You didn't go to camp this summer?
No, I went last year.
You stayed home all summer?
Yeah, but I might be going to Canada, so.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
See, I like a well-traveled girl. I need a girl who's a little bit mature.
Any family vacations?
Canada.
I wonder if we have anything in common. I wonder if we could talk about the same topics I like to talk about.
Oh, what do you like to talk about?
You into comic books?
Not really.
I see, I am.
Video games?
You might be too mature for me.
I don't think so.
What kind of music do you like?
Do you think Fred is weird?
He's cute.
See, we have nothing in common. I think he's weird.
Yes, he is weird.
Oh, okay, good, all right.
And you think Jackie's old, right?
I can't believe I have over 900 pictures. I can't believe I have over 900 pictures of me. Are they all hanging on your wall or you got them in a book?
They're in a book.
And like when your friends come over, do you look at them and stuff?
What do you do with this book?
Yeah.
I just keep
Do you, like, go leaf through it every once in a while?
Yes.
And there's no other dudes in this book, right? It's just me.
Just you.
Right. And I'm the only one you idolize. Like, you don't have, like, pictures of, like, other guys.
No.
Right. And who's that, your mom on the phone?
Hang up. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to Howard. Hang up the phone.
Hey, Mom. What did you yell at your mom for?
What?
Oh, how old's your mom?
I don't know, like 38.
That ain't
She's
bad.
not hot. Don't believe me.
She's not hot?
No.
She's a little, chubby?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like Jackie? She built like Jackie? Yes.
Just a little.
Yeah. She's not hot?
No.
You like your mom?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
She doesn't leave me alone.
Right. Especially when you're talking to your boyfriend.
I wish.
Yeah. Can't believe you yelled at your mom like that and she listened.
Yeah, she's
cool.
obedient at least.
Who are you talking to? Talking to how? Get the hell out of that! Click. Wow, you got your...
My mother was that well trained.
Yes, not really, but well.
And like, can you wear whatever you want, or your mom has to supervise what you wear to school?
No, I wear whatever I want.
Really? You might be a stripper by 11th grade.
Hey, maybe. You never know.
Yeah.
Oh, she doesn't mind that idea.
So you just hung around the house all summer?
No, so far.
And what happened? Last summer you got kicked out of camp?
Yeah.
You did?
You did?
How'd you know that?
Because you said you went last summer to camp, and then you didn't go this summer, so I surmised, because I'm a smart guy, that you got kicked out of camp.
How'd you get kicked out?
I was teasing someone.
Like, what'd you do?
I don't know. Called it like... I called it a bunch of names.
You called some kid a name and they threw you out? That's not
Would you torture a girl?
Yes.
Would you set fire to a counselor?
What?
This kid's like an incubus.
I know.
She's in love with me. She got thrown out of camp, and she wants to be a stripper by the 11th grade. She yells at her mother.
What do you want to be?
Howard.
Oh.
You want to be Howard?
I want to be.
You want to be me? All right. Cool. I dig that this kid wants to be me.
What does she think that is, I wonder?
Yeah, it's great. I go home and get yelled at just like you. You know, if you want to be me, first thing you got to do is get a nose enlargement.
No. Howard.
What?
It's not big.
Yeah, I'm going to get that fixed.
Don't make it small, because then, I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be a little smaller.
No.
It's just got to be straighter, that's all.
No.
Have you seen Private Parts, the movie?
Yes, I saw it the day it came out.
Wow. Your mom took you?
No.
You snuck in?
No.
How'd you get in?
My brother's girlfriend bought me tickets.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How old is she?
19, I think.
19, cool. Wow.
Yep.
And you fell more in love with me?
Yes.
Wow. All right. Well, I don't think I can go out with you till you're like 18.
Call back in 5 years.
Which is cool because in 5 years, I'll be looking for like an 18-year-old. I'll probably be free of my commitments because my wife can't live much longer, right? She's an old woman.
Your kids will be pretty much on their own.
Yeah. So that'll be a good time for me to hook up with you. All right. So keep working on your physique. All right. And keep working on your body and everything. You got to be real hot though. And then you and I will hook up in about 5 years. Is that satisfactory?
No.
No, you want me now?
Yes. I want to meet you now.
Yeah, huh?
Can't take it anymore.
Boy, you're like completely crazed, huh?
Uh-huh.
Where do you live?
Massachusetts.
Yeah. Wants me now, though.
That's dangerous.
No, I need you.
You need me?
I need you.
Wow.
Are you laughing at?
Can't you wait till you're 18, though?
I'm laughing at you.
5 years and everything will be kosher, and your parents can't tell us we can't see each other.
I don't care about that.
I'm not Joe
You're going to wind
Piscopo.
up on the Sally Jesse Raphael show.
Yeah, I don't want to be with you on the... I'll be in prison, and you'll be on the Sally Jesse Raphael show talking about your boyfriends in jail. You know what I mean? I don't want your parents coming after me. I'm not saying I won't date you. But remember, repeat after me.
Yes?
Flat tummy, flat tummy, flat tummy.
That's your mantra.
That's your mantra, all right?
How do you know, though?
No, that's what I want.
Yeah, okay.
You all right? You got a flat stomach?
Not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, just keep working. Why don't you join like a Jack LaLanne, so by the time you're 18, you're totally hot. You'll be a hard body. Yeah. I want to date a hard body.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want you.
Well, you really want me, huh?
Yes, no.
And you haven't messed around with boys and stuff, have you?
What?
Have you messed around with boys?
No.
Yeah. You want me to be the first? Well, she really wants me.
Well, yeah, right.
No, I do.
If you got up here, you probably wouldn't even know what to say to him.
What do you mean you want me?
Oh, God.
What does that mean? You mean you have thoughts about me?
Every day.
Wow.
Every minute.
Really? God, 13-year-old girl.
Wow. Do you think your daughters are having feelings like this?
What, for me?
No, not for you.
Jesus Christ, no.
No, they don't have feelings like this?
No. I hope not. Like, have you ever had this feeling about anybody else?
No.
Wow. How long have you had this feeling that you need me?
Oh.
You need me like a heroin addict needs heroin. Yeah.
Maybe even more.
Right.
Wow.
Wow. See, I have this effect on young women. You sound like your breathing is even disturbed.
Oh, well.
Really? What are you in your pajamas right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so you just decided you had to call today to tell Howard.
Maybe you should just come down here with your mom, though. I don't think you can have an unsupervised visit. You'd have to be like Priscilla Presley.
There you go. You can have dates with her and her mom.
Why?
Yeah.
Dead.
Why?
I hear you on the radio down here. Oh, well.
You know I want him to get off.
Hey, Mom.
Michelle, you are not funny.
Off.
Hey, Mom.
Her mom listened again.
Your mom listened again. Wow. You got her trained.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, her mom just hangs right up.
Like but it's Howard.
What?
You know how much I love you.
It's so funny because she pays all the bills.
Did you tell your mom you love me?
Yeah, she knows.
Did your mom get upset?
Oh, she didn't really care, but oh well.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Your mom's going to kill you.
No, she's not.
You're a nice kid and everything. Why is she yelling at you?
Because it's early.
Maybe because you said she wasn't hot.
You heard her.
You said I wasn't hot. I am hot. What do you mean I'm not hot? Your father thinks I'm hot.
Is your dad around?
No.
Oh, divorce? Maybe she's not hot.
Does mom date? Oh, dear.
Maybe I'll go out with your mom.
No.
All right, easy. That'd be great. Go out with her mom.
Then I would have to kill you.
Oh, man, you really are in love with me. You are nuts. All my girlfriends are like that. Man.
You're driving crazy.
And what do you think our life would be like together? Like,
well, you'd have to make her go to school and stuff.
Yeah, but are you going to drop out of school and just be my girlfriend? How do you see, what is your fantasy?
You.
You would like to marry him?
Yes.
Right. You know, it wouldn't be bad for me to marry a 13-year-old. That way, by the time I'm like 60 or 70, she'll be just turning
ready
30.
To take care of you.
Yeah,
Right.
and she'll be real hot. You know?
Yeah.
Might be a good plan.
Have you ever seen those situations where a guy, sort of like is around
Right.
the family?
Yeah. But you know who that is? I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Celine Dion.
Yeah.
She just married a real old dude named Rene.
Right. And he watched her grow up.
He watched her grow up, and as soon as she was 18, he married her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what it's like.
Yeah. There you go. Same deal.
Marrying one of the neighbor kids.
And once you get your mom on the phone, we'll ask her if she can bring you down here, and I can meet you and your mom.
What?
Right.
I would have to ask. I would make her.
You can make her do it?
Make her bring you.
I don't think I could make her do it, but I would try.
You can convince her? Yeah, we'll put her on. We'll ask her if you can come down here and.
I'm sure she'll be picking up again. She's listening to it downstairs.
Oh, really? Yeah. Hi.
You know who else did that, Howard? Hung around the family.
Joe Piscopo?
Well, no.
Oh.
He did that.
That's right. He hung around the school.
And he didn't wait till she was 18.
Wait, who's your mom? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, so your daughter's in love with me.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
What does she say about Howard?
Oh, my God. She's nuts. Her whole bedroom wall is all Howard.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I've told her I can't date her till like she's 18.
I heard.
Right. I mean, she's a little.
Unless you give permission and go on the dates with him.
Unless you chaperone the dates. Because you're the mom.
Down there, you.
You are?
Yeah, you're bringing me.
Oh.
So bring me down there.
Oh, when do you think you're going?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Your kid got kicked
I
out of.
don't think so.
Your kid got kicked out of camp.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
What'd she do?
She could be a good girlfriend for me.
Yeah, really. You two seem to be alike.
I need a little troublemaker.
She don't leave the house. She's afraid she'll miss something on TV to do with Howard.
Wow.
Oh, man. Did you ever look at her album of pictures of me?
Over 900. Yep.
Yeah? You've seen the album, Mom? Ma'am?
Mom?
Mom's listening to herself. No wonder this kid wants to get out of the house. Mom can't even concentrate on the conversation.
I just get out of work.
Oh, all right.
Who cares? I know.
You hang up.
Why should I? You're not the one that likes them, I do.
Yeah, but what if
I didn't say I didn't like them.
Oh, yeah. Different story when you're not talking to them, though.
Girls, don't fight over me.
See, they were ready. You could get the mom.
Yeah. What if I get Mom and the daughter?
No.
Well, would you be jealous?
I'd kill you. I already told you that.
Is your daughter really ready to date a guy like me?
Why not?
Is she developed? Mom?
Mom, bring me down there.
Oh, yeah, sure, Michelle.
Too bad. You have to.
I don't think
You idiot. You have to. You're the idiot. Hang up the phone.
You hang up the phone. Goodbye.
All right, hello, Mom?
Mom's gone.
Well, you got to convince your mom to bring you down here.
Oh, how?
I don't know.
What are you
I was trying to work it out, but you started calling her an
You
idiot.
start screaming at her. That's no way to do it.
You don't even know how to...
That's how I get my way.
Oh, you're like Howard in that way, too.
You know, I'm seeing a real bad side of you, Michelle.
You should work.
And this is what she's going to do to you.
I don't want you bossing me around.
I won't.
All right.
You boss me around.
And then if we have a fight, you're going to have me locked up in jail.
Are you going to call Howard an idiot when you're angry at him?
Yeah. You better talk nice to me.
I will.
All right. And what is your fantasy? That we'll meet down here and then what? You and I will go on a date?
I don't care.
You don't care?
All you know is that Howard should fall in love with you, right?
Yes.
Maybe I will. Well, it's worth meeting. I tell you what, if you could get that mom... You see, I had your mom on the phone. I was about to ask her.
You should have gotten quiet. We could convince her.
Yeah, you should have let me handle it.
You want me to get her on the phone again?
Yeah, get her on.
Right.
Let me handle it.
Hey, pick up the phone down at you.
You're some diplomat.
Thank you.
Hey, Mom, pick up the phone. She won't yell at you. She won't call you an idiot. Yeah, you got to tell your mom not to listen to the radio while I'm talking to her, too. She gets all distracted.
I know.
Yeah, I mean...
Second delay?
Yeah.
Mm.
What's your mom wearing now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her yet.
What does she do for a living?
Don't ask me. I don't know.
Who cares?
She just got off work.
Yeah. She's in the way of us dating.
Ah.
Yes, she is.
She's a bad woman.
She's very.
Your mom's just trying to do right by you.
Oh, no, she's not.
Come on. Don't be
she
so
keeps
tough.
a roof over your head, doesn't she?
Yeah, don't be so tough on her.
She buys you clothes.
Yeah. She's supporting you, and I'm not.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
where's that deadbeat dad of yours?
Yeah.
I don't know. Ask her.
Well, you see, I had your mom on, and we could have worked out a deal where she'd take you down here, but you had to blow it by calling her an idiot.
Oh, well, I always do. She is. She's not even picking up again. So. Oh.
All right, so listen. I can't stand in the line all day, so I'm going to go now.
You try to figure out how to get yourself down.
Yeah, if you want, I'll put you on hold and give John or Gary your information, and then get your mom on the phone and see if you can't arrange a time to come down here, and I'll meet you.
All right.
All right. All right, honey.
Okay.
Anything you want to say to your man before I hang up?
I want you.
All right, good enough. All right.
Give.
What?
Give.
Give what?
Give me you.
Well, I'm here.
Okay.
Come and get him.
Elvis is in the house. Hold on. Yeah, a lot of girls. I have that effect on a lot of young girls.
Just imagine it. You're attacked up on the wall in
900 pictures. Yeah, a lot of girls whose sexuality is budding seem to want me because...
Yeah, but listen to her. She's troubled.
Yeah, so what? So I get troubled chicks. So what? Don't you think most chicks are troubled? All right. Ah, yes, that's young love, young puppy love.
Howard Stern, caller of the week. Which of the following three callers do you think is the caller of the week? Number one.
I'd like to be known as the king of all answering machine hackers.
And you figured out Daniel Carver's message code?
Yeah, I could do it to a bunch of machines. I've done it to a bunch of other stars before, too.
This is what they changed Daniel's message to, and then I'll interview Daniel. Hold on a second.
Go to sleep, white people. People, I think if the white man goes to sleep, they ain't going to be able to see nothing the nigger does.
Number two. What happens to you when I speak about Rosie?
My wife, she was like she almost was crying. Like, I can't believe how this guy called out the show when she was in an interview.
Well, your wife is a sick woman.
Of
course she is. Who would sit and cry over Rosie O'Donnell? She's a sick
and
woman.
that guy wasn't calling at our behest. We didn't order him to do that.
Now, Rosie's a pig and you're a pig, and so's your wife.
Or number three.
Your Big Paulie's granddaughter?
Yes, I am.
Fat Paulie's granddaughter.
Listen, you rat bastard. Okay? You got no respect for nobody, not even yourself. You think that you're respected because you ratted somebody out? You're nothing. You're a piece of
Whoa, ma'am, you can't use that kind of language on radio.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Stuttering John was telling me he saw that Jeffrey Dahmer TV show last night.
The Day One show?
Yeah, with Stone Phillips interviewed Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
Gary said he can't believe it, but Stone Phillips actually made Jeffrey Dahmer boring. It was like he didn't get anything cool out of it. I don't know. I saw Stone Phillips doing some clips of that thing on the Channel 4 News.
Yeah.
The 5 o'clock news. It looked kind of interesting. I mean, it was like sickening. You're looking at Dahmer, and he's being treated like Barbara Walters treats, the head of state. You know what I mean?
But that's what I say about these interviews. They're all bad because they sit down, and where Stone Phillips would say to you, now, Howard, some of the things you say are outrageous.
Right. He challenged me.
Jeffrey Dahmer goes, What was eating the bodies about?
Yeah. Oh. And that's a great question. I mean, how many people do you know interviewed on TV? So tell me, did you get aroused when you ate these people? Oh, yes. And the guy's, I mean, yeah, of course he's weird, but he's like really annoyingly weird. You can see why he had to eat people and kill them. There's just no way you could hang around with a guy like this. He's like, he's one of those guys who annoyingly just does way too much. And he does it in a weird way. He's like...
Yeah, it's like so much is going on in his mind, he can't get out a sentence without eyeing between every word.
Yeah, he's like... do we have that quote from him from yesterday's news?
Freddie played one of them this morning.
Yeah? He goes, well, oh, here it is. Cool.
As time went on... yes, I did get there was a sexual part to that.
Yeah.
Started saving the skeletons.
Yeah.
And
he's got like chapped lips, and he I don't know about you guys, when I watch a guy like that, it's something about like his foul breath. You know, he's got demon breath.
He got fat.
He got really fat.
Is that right?
He's eating normal.
People keep you thin.
I guess people are low fat.
I bet you even the guys from NAMBLA are going, ew. You know what I mean?
He makes them sick.
He's not proud to be a cannibal.
I'm sure there'll be a cannibal organization one day, you know, talking about how, you know...
They have rights, too.
Yeah, like, we have a right to eat people.
Hello.
As long as they're into it also.
They were coming on to me.
Yeah. They wanted to be eaten.
Serving other parts. And one thing led to another. It took more and more deviant type behaviors to satisfy my urges, and so it just spiraled out of control.
You know what? Had he gone on to more weird things, I wonder how much further it would have gone. I mean, he needed more and more weird things to satisfy his urges. Like, so far he was up to eating your heart and drilling holes in your skull. Like, you know, what would be next? Like, what more could you do to a guy?
Well, I think the zombie thing was about it, don't you?
What was that?
Well, that's what the drilling the holes were. He was trying to create zombies.
That he could
so that
keep
he
them alive.
could keep them, and they'd be alive.
Slaves.
And they wouldn't run away.
Love slaves.
Yeah.
It would also mummify their heads and genitals.
Yeah.
You know, put them in boxes.
Did he? He mummified their heads and genitals?
Yeah.
He didn't get...
I was going to see him mummify my genitals. Try and find them.
He didn't get off on the killing. The killing was the hard part.
Right.
The eating was the sexual part.
Right. Yeah, well, I can see that. That makes total sense. I can see killing being more sexual than eating.
Well, his father was a really interesting character because they interviewed the father for a while, and then they...
Yeah, now that was weird. I saw that on Stone Phillips. Jeffrey Dahmer's dad...
Yeah, what's he like?
Well, like, he's sitting next to him like the proud father, but, you know, he's talking about how, he's sort of... His whole angle is, I can't believe I couldn't tell that my son was this sick. You know, he's kind of blown out by it, but he says, but... You know, I sort of had my own sick thoughts, I guess. But then when it comes down to it, he didn't really have... I mean, his sick thoughts was that one time he felt like he wanted to kill somebody, but like sort of like a passing feeling, like somebody had been mean to him or something.
Bully.
Yeah, bully.
And then,
I mean, that's hardly qualifies as sick.
And then he says that the wife... That he thought that his wife took some drugs when she was pregnant with Jeffrey because she was having seizures.
Might be it.
So, of course, they go back to the wife, and she says, I don't know anything about any seizures. See, they got divorced.
Yeah.
So the wife thinks that he made up this seizure story to blame her for Jeffrey being nuts.
Right. Anything but the fact that he left her and...
And they never saw him killing the animals and all that stuff that he was doing when he was a kid.
As far as I could tell, and I didn't see the interview, I just saw like portions of it. It seemed to me that the dad had no clue that Jeffrey was out in the backyard killing animals.
The father said he was shocked to find out at the trial that when Jeffrey was 14 and 15, he used to go and collect roadkills in hefty trash bags, foxes and squirrels, and bring them home and cut them up to look at them.
Jeffrey Dahmer did say his dad almost caught him once. Right. Now, what was that all about?
That was with the box.
What box?
They called it. He goes, there was the box incident. That's what Jeffrey calls it.
Yeah, he calls it the box incident. Because they say there was at one point Jeffrey almost was discovered by his father, and Jeffrey keeps referring to the box incident. Like, we're all supposed to know what the box incident is. Yeah. And we're all caught up in his sick world.
That's when it was the mummified head and genitals, and his father kept saying, open the box, and Jeffrey wouldn't open it.
So they had a big argument over it, really big argument over it, and then the father said, I don't know what's in that box, I don't care, just get rid of it by tomorrow. I think the father probably thought there were drugs in there.
Where did he find the box?
It was just in his small apartment, but he didn't know what it was, and it seemed to be really important to Jeffrey.
Yeah. Well, it is. I mean, so then mummified genitals.
When Jeffrey was done with the interview, he gets up to walk away.
I mean, I can't imagine how embarrassing it must be to be caught masturbating, let alone, getting caught mummified genitals and skulls.
Well, his father would never accept homosexuality either. That's what his father said.
Homosexuality would have been delightful compared to what he's doing.
It's all his dad's fault.
My dad wasn't accepting of my lifestyle.
At the very end of the interview, Dahmer gets up to walk away, and he's taking off his microphone and everything, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, see that box over there? It was like one of the cases that you carry camera equipment in. Yeah, that's what the box looked like."
Oh, great!
He's still into that whole.
Yeah, the box.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you let him out tomorrow, he would feel no remorse.
Right back into it.
The other great,
sickening to look at him.
The other great fact is he stopped taking his Prozac because he felt that it's just he is who he is. Nothing's going to make him better.
All right.
And by the way, he likes to be called Jeff.
You're right.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, please, no, Jeffrey, Jeff." But the media has it wrong.
See, I don't understand how you can sit across from these people and interview them.
Yeah, it must be pretty wild.
If you're sitting there listening to him talk about dismembering other human beings and eating their heart.
They rationalize it by saying, it's important. So, the old saying, it's important so that we can learn about like there's ever going to be another one just like him.
But meanwhile, you're outrageous, you're ridiculous, you're offensive, you're everything.
Yeah. Well, it's real weird. I was thinking, like, I got into one of my sort of thinking jags. I try to take the Prozac to keep me from thinking, but it helps the pain.
You are who you are.
I said, how many times have you seen throughout history guys killing people in the name of God and screaming out, religious fanaticism? Like, a lot of people flip out on all this religious stuff. Mm-hmm. So why aren't people screaming that religion should be done away with, as well as TV violence?
Right, absolutely.
Because you know how many people have killed and killed and killed? Like, the guys walk into McDonald's and start shooting the place up, screaming, Jesus, Jesus.
Typical example, the guy who killed the abortion doctor who was just convicted.
In the name of God. Yet, why don't we ban that offensive stuff if we're going to ban people? I have never heard a guy walk into a McDonald's screaming penis or vagina and shooting the place up. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just so weird. Hey, before we get to Stuttering John's Nambla stuff, and it is good, we're going to have fun this morning. I'm trying to time this all out because I know Lennox Lewis is going to come in and stuff. But
I just got to say one more thing about this. I remember the most incredible question I ever heard asked of a murderer was when Barbara Walters interviewed Jean Harris.
Yeah.
She leaned in real close and she said, "What can you tell us? What have you learned from this experience?"
Well, what had they learned?
Don't do it.
Don't do it?
No, she had learned not to do it.
Show your father the box.
What she had learned was to not rely on a man now, after she'd killed him and sat in jail for 15 years.
I got you. That's what she learned. 15 years, hard time.
The thought that somebody's asking a murderess what she's got to pass on.
I can't believe how many people wanted Jean Harris out of jail. Like, they felt bad for her. Here she killed this guy, this doctor. And they wanted her out of jail. I don't understand that. Like why would that become your passion in life? She's a nice lady. She's teaching the other prisoners.
Oh, yeah, she's not dangerous to anybody else.
So what's Dahmer doing in prison these days, does he say?
He's just hanging around, but
he's just hanging around.
The interesting aspect of the interview last night was that, you talk about a dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
Through this whole thing, the father has stuck by him. They've never discussed anything about the case.
Really?
At all. So, of course, Stone gets him there last night. And
let's talk.
And he's like, let's talk. They're doing, like, roundtable discussion. And he gets, the father starts to ask Jeff, well, why did you do this? And that was sort of interesting.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Why did you do that? I did that because I had to.
Did you have to chop them up?
The voices in my head.
I'm sorry, Jeffrey Dahmer should be dead.
Yeah. Hey, so, please. Absolutely.
There should be no interviewing.
So did you see that Dahmer's dad wrote a book?
He wrote the book. I think it was sort of therapy for him.
Yeah,
but he said he's giving a portion of the proceeds to... Right, exactly.
A portion?
A portion of the proceeds to the victims, but two of them have already sued him.
Good.
To the victim's family.
And the mom's in the process of writing a book, too.
Is she writing a book, too?
She got her own book.
Yeah.
She's bumming that his was out first.
Gee, I wish I knew him. I could write a book. I'm looking for a sequel. If only I had known him.
And you don't think that does more to promote serial killers?
Oh, absolutely.
Because all these guys will tell you, yeah, I did it to be famous.
Yeah, most of them. Well, I think Dahmer was doing it because he really got sexual pleasure. I think he's one of those rare
individuals. Well, it's a power thing, and now he's one of the most powerful people in the world. Look, Stone Phillips comes to interview him.
They played tape of Dahmer, like, just after he killed a few people when he was at like a family gathering.
Yeah.
Talks the same way. It's like, I went to McDonald's, but it's too expensive. I have to go somewhere else.
And nobody knew anything was wrong with that.
Yeah, I have relatives who talk like that, to be honest.
Anybody who talks like that should be hit in the face with a shovel.
Hey, who got the father's book? Judith Regan?
No.
Who's the editor?
Random House?
The Pinnacle.
Right. Judith Regan isn't dating Lionel Dahmer, is she?
Not yet.
I hope so. I mean, I hope not. That'd be wrong in anyone's book. All right. Lionel Dahmer, was he wearing a hairpiece?
No, they looked exactly alike, him and Jeff.
Yeah, nice-looking couple. A couple of guys talking about some mass murder. But I got to take a break. Then I'm going to play the NAMBLA tape for you. You got to hear this. Stuttering John at a big NAMBLA press conference. Then we have...
what did those people look like?
I'll tell you the whole thing. I've actually seen some of them in the movie. I saw 10 minutes of it. And then...
one of them's too big a fan.
Yeah, I know. It's funny.
What?
I heard the tape. Two of the guys from NAMBLA are big fans of the show. It's great.
Now I feel bad about my own work.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Jackie is our favorite.
We love the Jackie jokes.
Very funny.
We've seen him at Chuckles twice.
We go to Stump the Joke Man.
He puts the kids in a good mood.
We keep Jackie... what? No, they're big fans? No, they're big fans.
Jackie thinks they went to Chuckles.
I would have given them a free T-shirt. Kids eat free.
They're good guys. They told me they were in the audience.
Yeah, I would have given them my free cassette. You never know where your next job's coming from.
I would have introduced them.
Hey, they weren't, the funny thing is, seriously, they weren't such bad guys.
They were good guys.
I mean,
I had them over to my house.
For the barbecue. You know what I served them? Shrimp.
All right, let's take a break. I got to read you I was in Rolling Stone magazine on the cover a couple of weeks ago, and now the letters have come in about my.
Oh, is that right?
About my cover.
Also, a lot of interesting comments from your Reuters interview.
Yeah, we'll have to read those too. I think I made some of it up. Anyway, we'll be back.
Now, this is another story I'm not real clear on. In Boulder, Colorado, the parents of a 6-year-old little beauty pageant girl are warning other parents that there's someone out there who could hurt their babies. Their little girl was found strangled in their basement.
Yeah.
Several hours, 8 hours after the mother found a ransom note. But they claim they didn't have anything to do with their daughter's death, and they don't think any of their friends or family members could have had anything to do with their daughter's death. So there's some maniac, they're thinking, out there somewhere who's hurting children, and other parents in Boulder, Colorado better be careful, because the police are saying, we're still investigating this. There's no reason for a widespread panic. Don't worry about a random killer. But the parents are saying, look, we didn't have anything to do with this. I guess they're getting a little nervous that they're going to be prime suspects.
I don't know. It's very weird putting your kid in a beauty pageant at 4 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're innocent or guilty. I have no idea, but I don't know.
They're guilty of putting their child in a pageant?
Yeah, I say lock people in jail for putting your little kid in a beauty pageant so they can suffer rejection at 4 years old. This kid won. Imagine the other little monsters who didn't win. Jesus.
They had to go home with unhappy parents.
Honey, you didn't win the beauty pageant? You're not the most beautiful child. Great.
We thought you were cute, but obviously there are cuter ones.
I swear that's why I don't get the whole Kathy Lee thing. Why would wealthy people... I can understand, like, maybe why a poor person would put their kid through some sort of acting or rejection just because they're desperate.
I understand the Jackson family.
Yeah, right. I mean, they had nothing. They saw some kids who could sing. They signed them up. Why would Kathy Lee Gifford want her kid to be famous? Did you watch the Kathy Lee Christmas special?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you missed a good one.
You tape that for me.
I got it. That's good.
Pull excerpts.
Okay. This you're going to love.
Does she read Cody a story again?
No. Cody, I don't think Cody would sit still for the story. I think he's getting a little out of control.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Was he even acting up on the show?
I mean, she's a Jew. Yeah, he looked a little...
He understands that he's not supposed to be celebrating Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, He looks a little wasted, actually. I don't know what his story is. He might be hyperactive.
Watch that.
And the daughter's in there. Gift looks all old. It's very disturbing. Whole thing's disturbing. And then the kids are on TV and acting out. Like, what does she need? Why would you want a child star living in your house if you didn't have... okay, I understand financial. But she's got more money than God.
She's a star.
Yeah, she's a star. What does she want her kid being a star for? What's the payoff there?
Well, she figures everybody should be famous in her house.
Maybe. Yeah, she probably doesn't want to hang around with riffraff.
You know, Gift's famous.
Yeah.
She's famous. The kids better be famous.
Yeah, because she wants to hang around with regular kids. Hey. I don't get it, man. I wish someone would examine her. She ought to donate her brain to science. There's got to be something like that. You know how they always examine Albert Einstein and stuff? They ought to examine her.
They learned nothing from Albert Einstein.
You know her mother was Jewish? I didn't know her mother was Jewish. The father and the mother were Jewish.
Yeah.
She's like the biggest goyim now on 2 feet. I wish her kids would revert to Judaism. That would kill her.
Yeah, start wearing...
Yeah, Yarmulke and Payas. Start speaking in Yiddish.
And rap to fill in.
Yeah. What's master? It's today. Oh, it's my son.
You know, her son will run away to a rabbi because he wants to be bar mitzvahed.
Be in a cult. Let's send yarmulkes to them.
Look, I'm not into, she can be any religion she wants. It's a free country.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
It's just that she's so Christian.
Oh, I mean, she's super Christian.
She's more Christian than the Pope.
Please. Pope. I saw the Pope out there. His head was shaking like a leaf. He's supposed to be the world's most enlightened Christian. His head is shaking like out of control.
It is so funny, though, with the outfits they put him in.
Yeah. They shouldn't put him in outfits. I know what you're talking about. He's got those big pointy hats.
Yeah.
And they make his head look like he's shaking more because the hat can't stay
You're
up.
watching the point go all over the place.
It's ridiculous.
And then he always has to read whatever he's going to say. No. He never goes off script.
And I know he was supposed to be an actor, but he didn't have a great delivery.
No.
It's like, what?
Never any inflection. He's monotone.
Yeah.
But the other thing is the script is shaking.
Would it be funny if he decided to start dating and he dated Katharine Hepburn and their heads knocked into each other?
Can you see them trying to kiss?
Yeah, right.
Like,
hold still, John.
Going in for a shaky landing.
I don't know. But Kathy Lee is super Christian. She's more Christian than the Pope. In fact, next year on the Christmas special, she's going to drill holes in her hands. She's going to be more like Jesus. Be more like Christ. More Christ-like. And her mom must be a real pip. She converted when she saw a TV show with Billy Graham.
Yeah, if the TV is converting you. No wonder people are afraid of the television.
You know what? TV's bad. I'm down with that. All my peeps out there, I want to give a shout. All right, go ahead.
Funk music pioneer George Clinton.
They're going to bring back... Go ahead. No, I'm watching Kathy Lee's father and mother even on the Christmas special.
Oh, they're on the Christmas special?
Yeah, the father, too. He's sitting there saying, he's like, what the... I'm a goddamn Jew. I'm sitting here singing Christmas songs.
Well, his wife... He must have, lost it when his wife, came home and said, no, we're all going to be Christian now.
They ought to dig up the grandparents, put a cross on them.
And Kathy started singing religious music. She went right for it.
Yeah, right. I mean, and sings only religious music. I love you, Christ, Christ, our blessed Savior. And the sisters are sitting behind her in Christmas wreaths. They bought into it, too.
Surrounded.
Yeah.
He couldn't help it. Mostly he was either going to be Christian or give up his family.
Yeah. You got two yids sitting there. Sing a Christmas song.
The parents of that 6-year-old beauty queen contestant, this little girl, 6-year-old girl who was in beauty pageants.
Right.
Her parents are going to have to answer police questions in writing.
In writing?
Yeah. Or actually, they have answered police questions to them in writing. The investigation's still going on, and they want to talk to these people in person about the murdered girl. An assistant prosecutor says the written questions answered by John and Patricia Ramsey have dealt mostly with housekeeping issues, such as when deliveries are made to their Boulder, Colorado home, because nobody knows how this little girl wound up strangled in the basement. They did find a ransom note, and it was a very thick ransom note. Usually ransom notes are very simple.
Right.
And usually only are one page.
Yes.
This one was, I think, somewhere from the 3 to 10 pages long or something.
Susan Smith says they're innocent, by the way.
Is that right?
Right.
Joan Benet was found strangled in the basement of the upscale home the day after Christmas, 8 hours after the discovery of the ransom note.
A couple of weird things about this case. Number one, any parents who put their kids in beauty pageants I don't like. Number one. Number two, who names a kid John Benet? You know, I never heard of a name like that. John Benet. What is that? John Benet.
That's something they created, I'm sure.
It's Jon, like John, like a guy's name. John Benet.
Yeah.
I wore Club Benet and John Benet. Club John Benet. But, and then, I don't know. What are they trying to say now? That the parents are suspects, or they're not even saying that?
They haven't ruled out anyone.
Right.
They have questioned the parents. They have questioned them, of course, about people who come to and from the home. They've questioned them about family members. They've questioned the grandparents.
I see.
We're still trying to figure out what happened.
Didn't they say the ransom note was written on a pad taken from the house?
I'm not sure.
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good at all.
Yeah.
But I also heard that it was extremely long for a ransom note. Doesn't seem like something kidnappers would be.
Yeah, they're not real emotional.
Yeah. And also, why would you then kill her and leave her in the basement if you were going to kidnap her and hold her for ransom?
Yeah, give her a chance to pay the ransom, or kill her but take her with you so you think she's alive.
And they also say the child was possibly sexually assaulted before the murder. So it sounds to me like somebody did all this, and then they thought, maybe I'll make it look like a kidnapping.
Oh, man. Anyway, so...
And a delivery person doesn't have that much time to hang around your house doing that kind of stuff.
Right.
Very strange.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, have you noticed also the furor over the Globe this week?
Yeah.
They have published crime scene photos of that little Joan Benet Ramsey.
Yeah, do we have that?
I have it.
Oh, you got it? Can I see him?
Hold on. Oh, jeez. I shouldn't do this.
Why not?
Because I'm contributing. Hold on.
You mean there are actual murder pictures of the kid?
Well, I looked at it. I said, I don't know what the big hubbub is about.
Hey, Gorilla, let me see that. God damn it.
Howard.
Let me see what the hubbub is.
They show you a stick with a cord tied to it and some hair in it.
Big deal.
They didn't show, everybody originally thought it was going to be autopsy photos.
Oh, let me see.
And it's not.
The hell is this?
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
There's nothing here. They're saying this is wrong? Globe reveals 6-year-old's terrifying last moments in House of Horror.
But you try to figure it out.
Experts say it was a perverted sex crime. She was tied up and slowly strangled.
But you don't see any of that.
No. So why is everyone screaming?
They've actually not put it on the shelves at in the 7-Elevens in Colorado.
Really?
Because the community was so in an uproar about this. They say the photos were stolen from the police.
Wow.
The Globe says that they had every right to publish the photos, and the reason they had to go to such lengths in covering the story is because they're getting so little information from the police. The police are now saying that they have narrowed down the number of suspects. They also found a small amount of semen near the body, and semen contains DNA.
What's going on with those parents? Have they talked yet?
I don't think they've ever actually sat down and spoken to the police in person. They've agreed to answer questions on paper, in writing, but they've never had sit-down interviews with the police.
Oh.
How does that work? How do they not have to do that?
Well, you get a lawyer right quick. You don't have to talk to anybody. You're not charged with anything.
Gee whiz. Law's screwy. Should be able to torture you.
And make you confess to everything or anything.
At least we'd have someone to blame.
Well, they do have semen samples. So
they do, so that will give away the...
You can certainly determine who's not involved.
Interesting. Well, is semen like DNA?
It contains DNA, yes.
It does. So they will know exactly who the person is.
They could, yes.
Oh, wow.
So...
Gee, my semen's all over my house.
Oh, God.
Oh, my. I'm not guilty of anything.
Except of spreading it around.
I know there's plenty in my underpants. But that's another story that we don't have time for. Let me take a break, Robin. We'll do more news right after this.
I have yet to play the Ted Utz threatening tape on my answering machine.
I know.
Whose tape?
I don't know if Richard could deal with it.
Who is this?
It's too serious a topic.
Who is this?
Well, that might upset.
What is the topic?
There is a program director who works for another radio station who I used to call friend.
Yeah.
I've known for 11 years, who evidently has flipped his wig.
Yeah.
And left threatening messages. I didn't know it was him. I had no idea it was him.
Are you sure it was him?
Yes, I know. He admitted it to me.
Is he angry at you? Did you do something?
Yes, I'm very talented on the radio, so he's very angry.
What did he
can't
say?
deal with it. He can't cope with it.
What did he say?
He threatened a life. He threatened to tie up my children.
Oh, he did not. He did?
He threatened to tie up my children and beat me. I thought it was he threatened to shoot me or something. He threatened to beat me to a pulp.
Oh, really?
Now, I had no idea it was him. You know, when you hear it now and you know it's the guy, you go, well, big deal. But we didn't know it was him. He didn't leave like, this was Ted Utz. Evidently, the guy can't cope with the fact that I'm talented on radio.
Well, does he have a good job? I mean, is he working?
Not as good as mine. He's working, but he's very frustrated. His morning show is not doing well.
Well, then just forgive him and go on with your life.
Forgive him, my friend? I think that making threatening phone calls...
that's not nice.
Using the public telephone, I believe, is an FCC violation, and I think the FBI has to be informed. Do you know that? Do you know that? Want me to play it for you, Robin?
I would like you to, yes.
You want to hear it, Richard? Would you like to hear it?
Is it clean?
He's always
Are you out of your mind?
What is wrong with you, Richard?
Here. I will play it for you, Richard. Let's see. Is this it?
You dick!
No, that's the wrong one.
Howard. Howard.
I just want to see your reaction. All right, here we go. This was left on my machine. I had no idea it was him. The only way I found out was the moron told me about it at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame party.
He actually fessed up to it.
Yeah. So all I've got to say is that, what are you, out of your mind? Are you insane? First of all, the answering machine was turned up in my house.
Can we hear it?
And my children heard this.
Can we hear it?
Yes. I'm glad you're here today, so you can hear this.
Okay.
Because, Robin, this is really the big news story.
Can we hear it?
Yes. If you be quiet, I'd play it. Now, come on.
Can we hear it? No.
What was that, Robin?
Can we hear it?
You know, since she's lost her weight, she has become a little cocky.
Well,
I have to tell you that.
I couldn't agree more. Now, here we go, Robin. You ready?
He said the same thing about Oprah.
I know.
She wasn't as nice.
She isn't. She's hungry. All right, here we go.
Or slut bitch.
Wait, okay, no, seriously. I didn't even mean to do that. Here we
Howard.
go. Here we go.
I know where you live, you 6'8" skunk. And I'm going to come to your house with all of my friends, all of my Italian friends from Mamaroneck. We're going to come to your house. We're going to take your wife and children, hold them in bondage, and then we're going to beat you up right in front of them. And they will all go, Daddy, Daddy, Howard, please, can we help? And they won't be able to. They'll be tied up. We'll force them to watch this.
This is what he's busy with.
Yeah, this is what he's busy with. So that was on my machine, and Allison was out of the house. The phone was up, and the kids heard it.
Oh.
They flipped out. They freaked. This is what he left on my machine. Now, I had no idea. You're listening to it now. You're knowing who made the call. Imagine you don't know who made the call.
It's horrible.
It is. It's unconscionable.
Well, did you talk with him?
I'm not talking to him anymore. This is the same guy who I actually went in and tried to get a job here. I really busted my ass to try to help him out because I thought he was a friend. Thought I could call him friend.
Well, maybe he was just kidding. You know how you kid.
Oh, I'm sure he was just kidding. But some things are not funny.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't do that. You don't do that to kids. You think. You use your brain.
Does he have children?
I don't know. I think he does.
Well, you know what?
He does have children.
Let's just...
Maybe we'll play this for them. Maybe I'll call his house and let them do it.
No. Too wrong. Don't make it right. Let's just forgive him and go on. And go on with our life, Howard.
No, I don't forgive this.
Gandhi? We have to...
Yeah, Mr. Gandhi just walked in. Why don't you shave your head and
Can we give away some sweat? Look at the phones. Howard, look.
Put on a diaper.
Howard, look.
Let me say something to him right now. I don't forgive you. I will never forgive you.
Don't say that. You'll find a place in your heart. It may not
This
be
is a
now.
guy I used to call friend, okay? This is a guy I used to call friend.
Well, when you
and he does a lot of other things, man, that he tries to destroy my career, man. So now I'm going to try and destroy your career, okay, pal?
When you talk to him, did he discuss this with you?
That's the act of a real sane man. That's the act of a real sane man. I mean, if radio means that much to you, man, to the point where you're leaving messages on people's phones like that, if that's what it means to you, man, it's time to get out of the business.
Howard, let's go on to another topic.
Isn't it time to take on a different business, Robin?
He obviously is wilting under the stress.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't take it just because I'm so talented and I keep kicking the ass of your morning show, then pull yourself together. Pull it together. Get your life in order, man. Get your priorities together.
Maybe he should go sell insurance or something. He can't take...
Howard, let's get past this. Let's not...
Maybe you should stop dating and sit down and get a little introspective.
Can we go on? Let's give away some tapes. What do you think?
You know what? Out of respect to you, Richard, I will talk about this later with Robin after you leave.
Okay.
Because obviously you're having trouble dealing with it. He can care less.
I feel very bad about it, but I think we should just go on to something more positive. You know.
No, you know, you're being very selfish. By the way, Jackie the Joke Man tonight tomorrow night at the Wilmington Comedy Cabaret in Wilmington, Delaware, and this Saturday, March 10th at Club Benet in Sayreville, New Jersey.
Well, I'm glad you said that.
Just call 516-922-WINE for his joke line.
Thank you. You have a joke line?
All right, let's give away some tapes and then do some news. And then we're going to call Joan London, right?
Uh-huh.
Right, all right. He wants to give away some tapes, Richard.
Okay.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Howard. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Who's this?
Sean.
Hi, Sean. How are you?
Fine.
So how is your morning going? Did you eat a good breakfast?
Oh, boy.
No.
Hey. No.
I've been laying in bed for 2 hours trying to get hold of you.
You want to sweat into the oldies tape?
Sure, why not?
Oh, you'll really love it. It has all these old 50s and 60s songs. Do you exercise?
This guy doesn't get out of bed.
Football.
Excuse me?
I play semi-pro football.
Oh, you play football.
You must be very strong.
I'm not all that strong.
You must be very big and full of muscle.
Yeah.
Sorry, Richard, I'm dumping
Howard,
you.
Stop it.
This is my man now.
Sean, don't pay any attention to him.
Do you have Dalmatians?
No.
Well, then I don't want to talk to you.
Sean, now where do you live?
I live in Pennsgrove.
Now, where's that?
South Jersey.
South Jersey.
Yes.
And you listen to Howard often?
2 years now.
Wait a minute.
This is some interview.
Wait, Howard.
I feel like on the set of a...
Wait a minute. Sean is a loyal fan. He's been listening to you for 2 years. Have you met Howard?
No.
All right, listen to me. Listen to me.
I have a great idea. Let's have co-hosts on your show, fans that really like you, and then when they call up, they can come and spend some time on the show with you. What do you think?
This is why I gave that guy my home phone number, so he could leave messages on my answering machine.
Are we back to that?
Yes. You're bombing with this.
I say your telephone interview was so boring. We got to do something.
I got to do something to bail out.
I don't think Sean.
Do you listen a long time? How many hours a day do you listen? Do you listen 15 minutes? Come on, Richard. Seriously, get with it.
Fan of 2 years.
How old are you?
25.
25? Yeah. And you play what? Semi-pro football?
Semi-pro.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Who are you, like Burt Reynolds, playing in jails or something?
Well, I ain't big enough to play pro.
So what do you mean?
Do you make money playing this?
No.
Oh.
So you basically go around playing football for no money?
Yeah.
And you're 25 years old?
Yes.
Now, do you have a job?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm a maintenance superintendent.
See, he's got a job. He's working.
And why don't you invite him to one of those parties where you and those hundreds of buffalo asses stroll back and forth around and graze around those...
Now, Howard, that was unfair and not nice.
I'm just kidding.
Howard, say you're sorry.
I am sorry. I do. I apologize.
Buffalo asses? That's not nice.
You know they look like buffalo.
So awful.
Oh, stop it, Howard.
All right. Now, listen, you want to tape Sweating to the Oldies, too, which is great because it's low impact. It won't hurt your knees.
It's low impact and it's good music and a rock and roll band.
All right, hold on. Rock and roll band. Hold on.
Hold the phone, Sean. Did you?
No, here he is.
No, he's on hold.
All right.
Let's take one more, and then we'll do some news, and then we'll give away more tapes and call Joe London. Well, come on.
Hello. Hello, good morning. You're on the Howard. What are you doing?
Hello?
Good morning. You're on the Howard Stern Show.
Hello?
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 I think you're scaring them.
Hello.
Who's this?
My name's Patty.
Hello, me, Patty.
Stop it.
Come on, this is my real voice.
Patty?
Yes.
Hi, Patty.
I'm sick of
Are
using
you
this.
having a good morning and a nice breakfast?
No breakfast.
What did you eat for breakfast? What did you eat for breakfast?
These people are calling.
Come on, I'm talking.
Howard.
Wait a second, let me do this. What did you eat for breakfast? What did you eat for breakfast?
Patty.
Patty cake?
Patty, don't pay any attention. How are you this morning?
How are you?
Now, how often do you listen to Howard?
Every morning.
Oh, every morning. For how long? For how long? For how long?
Ever since.
Oh, a devoted fan.
Oh, Howie, this is a devoted fan.
Okay, you know
Well,
what?
come on, what? This is what you're doing.
No.
Come on.
Patty.
Patty?
Yeah,
How long have you been listening?
for about 2 years.
I have a great idea.
What is it?
Why don't we have co-hosts of Howard's devoted fans?
Oh, have you ever met Howard?
No.
You haven't? And you've been listening for 2 years? Holy cow.
Oh, boy. Would you like us wedding to the oldies tape?
It's got a rock and roll band. Oh, come on, Richard. Don't tell me you're getting sensitive on me.
You know, she's this nice.
Do you know
lady.
how I love you?
This
Do you
nice-
know how I love you?
This nice lady
Do you
called.
know how I love you?
She's your fan.
Can I just say something?
Oh, God, not
I want to say something to you.
What?
Not only are you handsome, you happen to be a fun guy.
Can we talk to Patty for a second?
I need your
Now,
tongue.
Patty, stop it.
I do.
Patty,
I'm not
why-
kidding. This time I'm not kidding. I really love you.
Patty,
I love you.
can I please talk to Patty for a second?
Patty?
Patty? Now, where do you live, Patty?
Rockaway, New Jersey.
Oh!
Well, you know
Where
what?
is that?
Where is that? Is that near here? Can you get down here to pick up your tank?
Patty, why do you listen? Why do you see, I only have to do this 3 times a year, Patty.
Patty.
Why do you listen to him every morning?
Why do you listen?
I don't know. He's just great. He's hilarious.
Well, Patty,
Interesting.
Patty, do you like to eat food?
What?
Do you like to eat food?
Occasionally.
Because you really have to eat good, okay?
Howard, that's about enough.
Now, Patty, I'm going to send you...
Problem?
Do you have a little weight problem, Patty? Little cellulite on that thing?
How much weight would you like to lose, Patty?
I just want to lose about 10 pounds.
Well,
You know what we're going to do?
Eat sensibly.
We're going to send you a deal meal, Patty.
Yeah, can we send a deal meal, Howard? Howard, can we send a deal meal? All right, you're going to leave?
All right,
okay,
we're
go ahead. I'm
just
sorry.
kidding.
Patty, I'm sorry that you had to go through this. But
Can I just make a suggestion? Seriously.
You said you were going to stop that. You said it.
What?
I'm going to send you a Sweat into the Oldies tape and a Take a Walk tape.
You need to lose 10 pounds?
And if you do it 3 days a week...
Cut off your arm. You will lose 10 pounds. All right, listen, I am just kidding.
Okay.
All right, let's give her a tape because this is the Sweat into the Oldies 2, which
No, let me ask Patty.
is an aerobic concert.
Wait, let me ask Patty a question. Patty,
Yeah.
don't you think that Howard is kind of mean to me?
Patty.
He's being a little mean this morning.
The Rolling Stones man said,
The Rolling Stones man interviewed me for 2 hours.
And he said to me, well, why do you even go back? He's so mean to you. This
I
man
am
said
not.
that. Well, Patty just said it.
I love you.
Well, then
I
why are you
love
so
you
mean to
because
me?
we're just having fun.
What's wrong? Richard, is this upsetting you?
Are you really upset? Tell the truth. Tell the truth for once.
It hurts.
Really? Nothing hurts you.
I'm feeling a little like John Lennon. I mean it.
Have my child.
Oh, stop it. Patty, we're going to put you on hold.
Hold on.
And I'm going to get your name and address, and we'll send you a Sweat into the Oldies 2 tape.
Hold on.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Bye, Patty.
All right. Bye. Bye.
I want to do one call, and I don't want you to say anything.
Oh, come on. We got to do some news. You know, Robin worked very hard on
That's
news.
right. I've been working on this all morning.
You want to hear about Father Ritter?
One more.
Wait, that line's no. Oh, gas. Fred calling.
Here, take this one.
Wait, no, not that one. Not that one.
Why are you playing favorites with these phones?
All right, that one.
Okay. Hello, good morning. You on the Howard Stern Show.
Hi, Richard.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan. How are you?
Good.
What are you laughing at?
He sounds a little
on
like
the
you.
phone, but you can stop yelling, Richard.
Now, Dan,
You can talk real soft.
are you home or at work?
I'm at home right now. I'm getting ready to go to school. I'm a college student.
He's a college student. Now,
oh, boy, wow. We've never had one of those on the show.
They're so rare.
How much money is your father? What college you go to? What college you go to?
In New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey.
Howard, Howard, you said that I could do this call. And you...
Come on, we're having fun.
Howard, Stanley Dickinson? Dan?
Yeah.
Now, what are you majoring in?
Political science.
Ah, he's going to be an attorney.
That's right.
I knew that. I knew that.
Good catch.
Now, what do you watch L.A. Law?
I used to, but I go out on Thursday nights now.
So now, are you taking care of yourself? I mean, I know that you...
Yeah, I'm working out.
Are you done yet?
Well, because, you know, when you go to college...
See, if I butt out of it...
That's when people...
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden it becomes this...
That's when people gain weight.
Some help
weight
group.
loss course.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, when you go to college, the average person...
Did you gain a lot of weight? You want a pizza?
Are you taking care of yourself?
You doing a lot of acid?
I'm really sorry that I asked to talk to people on the phone.
Your Sweating the Oldies tape is great. Let's give him one and get on with it.
Oh, I'll get a tape?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Now, have you been listening to Howard a long time?
About 6 years now.
6 years.
6 years? Come on.
Oh, stop it, Howard. Stop it.
He said that I could call this person.
All
right, he's not going to do it anymore.
Okay, I'm going to stop. All right, can we hang up on it? I mean, can we put this guy on hold?
We're going to send you a Sweating to the Oldies tape and a Take a Walk tape. And listen, I know that you're in college and you're working very hard, but don't forget to take time for yourself.
Oh, I do.
Okay?
Yeah.
Have a real nice morning.
It's real hard work going to college, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you could forget about yourself.
Yeah, you really could. God forbid you forget. You're not self-absorbed. All right, one more call. Let's help someone. You handle this. I will not say anything.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Good morning. This is the Howard Stern Show.
Good morning! Hello!
Well, hi, how are you? Who's this?
Hi! This is Bruce. Hi! How are you? Is Howard there?
Handle it, Richard.
Well, Howard's right here.
Well, I don't want to interrupt. You handle. You handle it.
Could you get me tickets to John London? How about a copy of Sweating to the Oldies too?
We'll handle them.
Could I maybe get that dog walking tape?
What?
The dog walking tape.
Oh, Richard,
Oh, sit down, Richard.
Talk to me, Andre! Something! I'm going to use my refrigerator.
Bar the door.
No, don't block the door.
Bye!
All right, okay.
Richard, sit down.
All right, there was a guy calling up. He obviously is a fan of yours. Sit down now. Let us take a break, and we'll come back and do the news with you. We'll call Joan London. I don't know why you're getting upset.
You wanted to take phone calls.
You were the one who wanted to speak on the phone. Oh, look who came back, Dr. Norris. How you doing there, Dr. Norris?
I'm so glad that you find helping people really fun.
Oh, we do. That was fun.
Oh, come on. Did we get that last guy's name and address? Where do you live, Fred? Something serious. Like Don Rickles, you know.
Yes.
Right. Richard Simmons has helped a lot of people.
Howard, don't
and he's filled this world with a lot of love.
He has. It's true.
You know, some people come and go and don't make an impact on this world. But Richard Simmons has. He's helped people to lose weight and to feel good about themselves.
You're too modest.
You are just too modest. His salad spray, his
Deal
a meal, his walking dog tape, and Sweating to the Oldies. He's nice. He smells good.
Sweating to the Oldies 1 and 2.
He's nice to those chubsy wubsies. And he raises a nice dog. Come on, I'm saying some nice things here.
Chubsy Wudsy, you like that?
He's nice to chubsy wubsies and he raises a nice dog. You raise beautiful dogs. Let me say something. Your dogs are well behaved. They don't poop on the carpet.
Can't we go to commercial?
All right, let's go to a commercial, Rob. When we come back, let's begin the news.
Right.
Richard would like to comment on the news, I'm sure. He has a very happy outlook. He'll cheer up people about the news.
Great. because it can be depressing listening to what's going on in the world.
An exorcism in New Jersey?
No, seriously. Hey, don't you go anywhere.
Richard.
All right, we'll be back right after this. What? Where are you going? What are you doing now? Oh, now he runs off. Richard, you come back here tomorrow. You forgot your fruit. Oh, he left now. Now you see what you've done? He's a great guy. I like him. He's feisty. I like him a lot. Well, anyway, it's 11 past 9 o'clock at 92. Now, where's Robin? Oh, there's Robin. Where'd you go?
Huh?
I thought you ran off with Richard Simmons. I thought you wanted to co-host the Joan London show.
No.
Would you give him faxes?
Yeah, there were some faxes that came in he might like to see.
He always runs out. That's his thing. He runs out.
He does this shtick where he's upset and runs out of...
Well, I knew he wanted to leave, and what can I say? Let's do some news.
Yeah.
It's getting kind of late.
Just to sum up this heavy metal thing that's going on with John Cardinal O'Connor, he got a telegram from Ozzy Osbourne yesterday. Ozzy was very upset by having his song Suicide Solution being brought up in a sermon by the Cardinal of New York.
It's like they don't know any other heavy metal song.
Right. So he wrote off this angry telegram and told the Cardinal that he knows nothing of the origin of that song and that he ought to do a little research before he goes blasting from his pulpit about devil worship and Suicide Solution. He said Suicide Solution was an anti-alcohol song he wrote after Bon Scott died. So there, Cardinal.
Right. Well, hey, let's just, we said this earlier in the morning. It's pretty irresponsible of the Cardinal to say that there were 2 exorcisms held in the tri-state area. Was it in the tri-state area?
It was in the New York region.
Right. He says, it's pretty damn irresponsible because you know it's not true, number one, that anyone was possessed.
Well, listen to this. They say one of the women was a 30-year-old unwed mother who practiced satanic worship and listened to heavy metal music.
Yeah.
And they said she was one of the exorcisms performed this week, and this Edward Warren.
And if she was possessed, isn't that something she wanted? I mean, she was only praying to be possessed.
She was a satanic worshiper.
Yeah.
This Edward Warren says that he was at the exorcism.
Yeah.
And he said that he has videotaped numerous exorcisms conducted for not only the Catholic Church, but by rabbis and other clergy as well.
Let's see it then.
He says this particular woman was able to levitate furniture.
Mm-hmm.
She spoke in a deep, gruff voice.
So did Samantha on Bewitched.
And the exorcist was attacked by the woman so that several people, including nuns who were present, had to hold her down.
Okay, so he's got that on tape? Let's see it. Let's see it. I bet you David Copperfield somewhere in the background working the wires.
Oh, goodness.
And didn't this person also make the Statue of Liberty disappear?
And the Great Wall of China.
Let's see it. You know, and you want to know something? There are now all kinds of psychos running around who believe the Cardinal, who, take his every word verbatim and believe it. They're now running around worrying about satanic possession. They're probably in a panic.
And they'll probably get possessed.
It's real irresponsible what he did. Produce these people who were possessed. I want to meet them.
And it's really irresponsible to bring up something like this and leave it hanging there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you
and
know,
then
proof.
not talk to anyone about it. If this were going on, wouldn't you say I have to just go on TV, tell everybody that this is happening, show them proof?
I think he got a little carried away on Sunday, I think. And now
maybe he thought nobody was listening.
Yeah, exactly. Probably 7 drunks sitting there listening to this stupid sermon. And then all of a sudden he got a little carried away because he needed to drum up the attention of the media.
Well, you know how your teacher sometimes would say something really outrageous to see how many people in the class were listening?
Right.
Maybe that's what the Cardinal was doing.
Yeah, I think he was just testing them. They were all sleeping. And Jesus will... And God will... Oh, by the way, there were a couple of possessions last week, and we did an exorcism. Wait a second. What did he just say? Oh, my son. Exorcisms in Jersey. What did he say? Yeah.
So maybe that was what was up, because he hasn't said any more about it.
Yeah, that's real responsible. That's real responsible, because you know you've got, like, most people know this is a bunch of crap, but even I was laying in bed last night wondering if the devil was going to possess me, because, hey, the Cardinal, I mean, that's the Cardinal.
Well, now, see, my problem is that even in the Catholic Church there is argument as to whether there's such a thing as demonic possession.
Right. But no, the Cardinal just comes out with this. No proof. Nobody's ever seen a possessed person. We had one guy who worked with those people up in Connecticut who cure people of, being possessed all the time.
And find ghosts.
Yeah. So this guy, well, he didn't spin his head or anything. He couldn't levitate, but he did talk.
A lot.
He stared. He didn't blink for 5 minutes. Oh, really? Well, he must have been possessed. Conclusive evidence.
And he talked backwards.
Hey, man, I'm a mellow Satan, all right?
No voices, nothing.
Yeah. So, anyway.
They did open his shirt, and he had a few scars, by the way, Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So that was that.
It's pretty irresponsible.
And then he saw a cup fly across the room once.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
But not in the same situation. This was a different situation.
Yeah. You know what it's going to be. Like, I can just picture the videotape of that, too. It's like America's Home Videos. All of a sudden, you see, like, a cup go flying across. Some guy chucks it from behind the camera.
So, anyway, let's put that to a rest, unless the Cardinal has something else to say.
Well, I just don't like that the media lets him get away with it. If I say something, boy, they're all over my ass. My big black ass. Everyone's sitting and challenging what I do for a living. Why not challenge what he does for a living and talk about how irresponsible it is?
Well, he's in league with Tipper Gore now.
Yeah,
apparently.
That's good. That's good. And keep telling the loons that run around in New York, the religious fanatics, that there's such a thing as devil possession. That's good.
Because they'll all know they've got it now.
Yeah. Because now you're going to have people running to priests for exorcisms and running around doing hatchet. There's going to be more satanic worship now because of what he just said than ever before.
They started bringing up all those murders that have occurred over the last year. So, like the guy who killed his mother and then scalped her and then killed himself after, a night of listening to heavy metal music.
Right.
But let's look at the way the child was raised. Don't just say, in his room we found Ozzy Osbourne's tape.
It had nothing to do with, his mother was raping him or something, I mean, it had nothing to do with that.
Let's look at the background here. Let's see what happened. But everybody's looking for the simple solution.
Yeah. If Ozzy Osbourne didn't exist, that guy never would have scalped his mother.
Yeah.
Like Hitler never would have done what he did if there was no heavy metal music. Stop trying to blame. Well, I'm not going to get into my sermon.
All right. A state trooper was shot in the eye and killed yesterday during an undercover buy and bust operation.
Was Satan somewhere nearby?
Could have been. There's a lot of diabolical violence going on, Howard.
Hey, read the names of the two guys who shot the cop.
Well, let me see where they are here. Because they did arrest the two culprits. They were both shot. David Hernandez and Oswaldo Santana.
Now, let me ask you something. Where did these guys come from? What is going on in this country? Are these guys Colombians? Are they bringing up, you never used to kill cops. If you killed the cop, I mean, it's happening all the time now with this drug stuff. What the hell's going on? It's like Colombia here.
Well, they don't go by that same code of honor.
Yeah. Criminals have really changed. Ever since our immigration policies have been relaxed. Wasn't the killer listening to heavy metal on a Walkman at the time? Listening to some Ozzy Suicide Solution?
Probably demonically possessed.
Yeah, probably.
Doesn't talk in his own voice, talks backwards.
Yeah.
But anyway, apparently there was a situation where they were going to go show the money, to show they had the money for the cocaine. And then one of the cops walked into the building with these two guys, and then all hell broke loose. And now one cop is dead, and a couple of others are injured. So... police work, dangerous business.
I don't know, man, with this whole drug war thing.
Well, I get a little upset because there's all this, everybody's carrying on because 3, quote-unquote, civilians have been shot so far this year. Those kids who were running from the cops or doing this or that.
Right.
And then the guy who was charging at them with the knife have all been shot.
Yeah.
But nobody takes into account that these guys are under intense pressure who wear blue uniforms.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's nuts. It's like
having a target on your head.
I don't know. If a guy was coming at me with a knife,
I'd shoot.
I'd shoot him.
Oh, boy, would I shoot.
Yeah. I'm sure I wouldn't ask any questions. I'll tell you that. And those guys were nice enough to mace him first. You know, they were like doing something nice. They were macing him to try to calm him down, and that didn't calm him down.
He was terrorizing his family.
Yeah.
With a bunch of knives.
And now the family's mad.
They called the cops.
And now the family's mad at the cops.
And now they're like falling all over the place at the funeral, crying and screaming about an investigation.
Yeah, great. If I was a cop, I wouldn't even answer any phone calls.
Yeah, and then they get in trouble for that, too. They can't win no matter what they do.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
9:21.
Stephanie Zimbalist is a happy woman today. Remember the woman who was on Remington Steele?
Yeah.
And the daughter of that Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.?
Yeah, she's nice.
She was getting threatening letters from a quote-unquote fan.
Did they sound like this?
I know where you live, you 6'8" skunk, and I'm going to come to your house with all of my Italian friends from Mamaroneck. We're going to come to your house. We're going to take your wife and children, hold them in bondage, and then we're going to beat you up right in front of them. And they will all go, Daddy, Daddy, Howard, please, can we help? And they won't be able to. They'll be tied up. We'll force them to watch this.
Did it sound like that?
Yeah, very sick like that.
Well, maybe it was a program director calling.
Well, these letters contain chilling words such as, I'll get you, and I'm watching your house.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the writer, the author of these letters, was Michael Lawrence Shields, a 350-pound man who seemed to be obsessed with Miss Zimbalist. He's been doing this for a year and a half, finally hired himself a private detective because he used to write her at her talent agency.
Right.
Then he hired a private investigator to get her home address, and he started writing her there. He was nabbed, however, when he wrote her one letter that said...
How about the private investigator who went out and got her address for this maniac?
Right.
What's his deal?
The letters got more and more threatening, and he was finally writing things like, I've missed the exhilarating summer days of stalking you. I have in mind some mischief. Don't say I didn't warn you. And so then he wrote at the end of the letter what flight he was coming in on and what hotel he was staying at. So the FBI picked him up yesterday.
Oh, good. But he'll be out in a year.
Well, who knows? They now have some more stringent laws in California regarding this kind of thing, thanks to the death of Rebecca Schaefer.